Wildcats are dropping back to receive the kick. The Panthers will be kicking from left to right. Looks like Jalen Hayward will be standing back near the goal line. Dodie Truss and one other across the field there. And we're about to have high school football for you. Jaden Williams, the freshman, is the other return man back. Coach Gaddis told me in the pregame show that they have what he considers to be an average kicking game. So we'll see if they try to pop it up or see if they try to go deep with it.
Oak Ridge has some speedsters back there and some shifty guys, so that should be interesting. Hopefully that would be something that Oak Ridge can take advantage of tonight and get good field position early in the game.
The officials are set. This is a television game. If you're listening to us and you want to watch it on TV, go ahead and do that. But turn down Mark Packer and listen to our broadcast tonight on the radio. Ball is sitting on the tee, and we're about to kick it off here from Powell High School. A beautiful night, packed house here. Oak Ridge stands are completely full. We've got a good student section. The student section for Powell is big, but almost is the same size as Oak Ridge. Kicker makes his approach, and here it is. It's a squib kick from the middle of the field. Jaden Williams has it, and it bounces to Hayward at the 10. Tries to get outside and turn the corner, and he has at the 15-yard line, moves the ball to the 20, to the 25-yard line before he is tackled by the Powell Panthers, and that is where Oak Ridge will take over. First down and 10 yards to go.
Yeah, David, Gianni Magdos there on the tackle for the Panthers, and he just got run over by Jalen Hayward. Jalen played that really slow. He came out, kind of was trying to pick his hole, and then he turned on the Jets quick, got to the corner and able to get out to the 30-yard line or to the 25-yard line, for a nice game for the Wildcats.
Quarterback is the junior Mitchell Gibbons. The Wildcats will have Jonathan Stewart as a receiver. He'll split out to the left side, to the right side. To the left side will be Isaiah Johnson. Good to have him back in the fray once again. The Wildcats have Kendall Jackson is the lone running back, and a slot to the right looks like Tyrell Romano. First down, 10 yards to go. Opening play offensively. Might be a problem with the clock, and it is. It's still at 12. The officials are talking about that.
Yeah, David, you said this is opening play offensively. Obviously, Wildcats' perfect start for them tonight would be not to have the opening play very similar to last week offensively.
Which was a pick six, if you might remember last week. Wildcats fell behind last week to Mount Juliet 14-0, but came back to win the ball game 41-34. It wasn't the greatest start, but they were able to recover from it as they're still continuing to work on the clock down here. Hopefully, they've ticked it off to the amount of time they're going to stop at 11:50, and that is where it'll be. First down, 10 yards to go. The Wildcats moving right to left here. The quarterback, as I said, is Mitchell Gibbons. Kendall Jackson, the freshman, the sophomore actually, running back. He was a freshman last year. I'm just trying to fill time here while the officials get their act together. It'll be first down, 10 yards to go. The ball is at the 25-yard line. Receivers left and right for Oak Ridge. Mitchell Gibbons facing a three-man front. They show blitz on the right side. Mitchell looked at the line of scrimmage, looks back to Coach Brian Wyatt, the offensive coordinator of the Wildcats, and he has to play. Play clock is ticking on down. It'll be first down, 10 yards to go. From the 25, Oak Ridge taking a lot of time to get this play underway. In motion will come Jalen Hayward. In motion goes Kendall Jackson. The Wildcats setting up once again. Here comes Oak Ridge handing it off to Kendall. Kendall spins across the 25, moves the ball to the 30, up to the 33-yard line. A flag is down the play. It's got to be some kind of procedural call. There was all kinds of people moving all over in the backfield.
Yeah, David, it seemed like we had Jalen go from one side, from the left side to the right side. You had Kendall switch sides. You had, I believe, Tyrell come in motion. It was a nice move there by Kendall Jackson. Obviously, that spin move, get up field and get 8 yards, but that's what it looks to be here.
Illegal shift is big call against the Wildcats. That'll be a 5-yard step off back to the 20.
Yeah, and that's really not a big deal to have that many people in motion. You just have to be set for at least a second for our viewers that are listening. So that's why you can't have that many. You just can't. You just have to come set.
So it's a 5-yard step off. It'll bring up first down, 15 yards to go. The Wildcats moving right to left as we broadcast here at Powell. Wildcats tight formation once again. Double wing, actually, and man comes in motion. That's Tyrell Romano. The left tackle moves. That's going to be another 5-yard step off against the Wildcats. Not a great start here. 2 penalties back to back.
Yeah, not a great start, and it seems like maybe a little tense as the Wildcats are coming out. As you just got to maintain focus here. I believe that the Powell has, or Oak Ridge, I'm sorry, has that tight formation. Maybe they're worried about some blitzes that are coming in to make sure they pick up some blocks there.
So it's now first down, 20-yard CO. The ball is now back up to the 15-yard line. Wildcats, once again, with Mitchell Gibbons. The Powell band makes a little noise right at the back of Mitchell. In motion goes Tyrell Romano. He's going to hand it off to Kendall Jackson. There's a big hole, 25 to the 30, to the 35-yard line, to the 40. He breaks down the sideline to the 50, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Kendall Jackson to the 10, to the 5. He's in the end zone. That's a nothing.
Great job there by Kendall Jackson. Great job by the offensive line. Again, coming up big this week, creating that huge hole. And Kendall just showed you right there, right out of the bat, what kind of speed he has. And then not only his speed, but his ability to break tackles. Awesome job all the way around.
And the Wildcats will go for the extra point. It'll be Camden Malcody to attempt the extra point. Just like that, after 2 straight penalties, the Wildcats go 85 yards and score. 6-0 our score. 11:05 to play in the first quarter. Malcody to attempt the extra point. The Wildcats late a guy onto the field. And here's the snap, the hold, the kick by Malcody is on its way. It's up, and it is good. 7-0 our score. 11:05 to play in the first quarter, and we'll be back to Powell High School following this 60-second timeout. Now Brady Hudson will be kicking off for the Wildcats. Maybe we'll have the same kind of contest that we had last week as Brady Hudson tees it up, kicks it off. It's short, angling to the sideline, and it is going to go out of bounds, and that'll be a penalty against the Wildcats. Obviously, they don't want the return guys to get their hands on the ball, but you got to keep the ball in play.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about the pop-up kick, and especially Brady. I think he was on his own hash yard line there, or hash marker there, so it's hard to keep it in bounds and right along that sideline and not allow their guys to field it, but obviously you can't get the penalty there and put them in good field position.
11:05 to play, first quarter, 7-0. Oak Ridge on top, the Wildcats and the Powell Panthers. Kind of a short rivalry. This is only the 9th time the two teams have played. I mentioned the rivalry started 10 years ago, but in basketball they started playing back in the 40s, so they just never played football until just 10 years ago. Walker Trusley is a quarterback for the Powell Panthers. He brings his team up. He's an outstanding quarterback and run the ball very well. They've got 3 receivers split to his right, single man to the left, 1 lone running back. First down, 10 yards to go. Trusley's going to run it. He's in a lot of trouble. Turns the corner. The Wildcats, boom! They blast him after a gain of about 3 yards. Coach Gaddis talked about it. He likes to run the football. He's not super fast right there, but the Wildcats had 4 white shirts there to make the stop.
Yeah, and the first man there, as you mentioned, was Jacob Burvin on the tackle, but great pursuit from that play side by Jackson Adams to keep pursuing and make the secondary tackle.
Gain of about 4 on the play. Second down, a long 6 to go for a first. For the Panthers, moving left to right. Handoff goes to the back. There's a big hole. He breaks free for a moment. Then Burvin grabs him, slings him down. Got help from Jacob Adams, who levels him at the 40-yard line. Burvin did a great job just getting to him, keeping him there until he got a little help, and Jacob Adams just lowered the boom. It'll bring up third down, 2 yards to go.
It seems like Powell's attacking the side with 9 flag, Jackson Adams, Jacob Burvin there from that side. And, you know, as you said, the hammer coming in to finish off that tackle.
Third down, 2 yards to go. They have 3 receivers this time to the left. The Wildcats showing blitz. Handoff goes to the running back, and they get a first down and more. Down the sideline, he is going to take it to the house himself. Touchdown. The Wildcats had nobody at all on that side. They overloaded their offense with receivers to the left, and then all the way down the field, Powell scores, and it's 7-6.
Yeah, David, there was 3 straight runs all to the Powell sideline in there. Each one a little bit longer than the first, and that one, our cornerback just got pushed out upfield, kind of gave up the edge there a little bit, and allowed just enough room for him to sneak down the sideline there for that 50-plus yard touchdown.
9:49 to play here. They'll go for the extra point to try to tie the ball game. The kicker for them is Cole Judy. He's a senior, 6 foot, 185-pounder. 7-6 our score, 9:49 to play. First quarter action here at Powell High School. High snap, kick is on its way, it's up, and it looks good, and it is. So, just like that, we're tied. 7-7 our score. We'll take another break. We'll send it back to Brian Bennett. We'll be back to Powell following this 60-second timeout. Powell's getting ready to kick off once again. And once again, the Wildcats dropping back. They'll be kicking from left to right. 7-7 the score. 9:49 to play, first quarter from Powell High School this Thursday night. You're listening to us live on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. Might be listening to us on prepradio.com or on your smartphones at prepradio.com or Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. Ball's put down on the tee. We've got a packed house. Look at the Oak Ridge fans that have made the trip.
Yeah, and that's really nice to see. You know, we commented how not a lot of people made out last week. Obviously, it's a much closer drive. Great to see the fans come out tonight.
Here's another kick. This one's higher. It's going to be fielded by Jalen Hayward at the 5, to the 10, to the 15 behind a wedge. Moves the ball to the 20, 25, 30, 35 to the 40-yard line, down the field to the 45 to the 50, and is tackled in Powell territory all the way up the field at around the 48-yard line. What a return by Jalen Hayward.
Great job by Jalen to get upfield. Obviously, he showed you the speed, and it's been something that we talked about even last week that Oak Ridge would love get to back with him. As you see, number 22, Gianni Magdos on the tackle there for Powell. He seems to be playing that little safety position that falls back and makes tackles of any breakaway players.
It's a great starting position for the Wildcats on their second drive in Powell territory at the 49-yard line. Wildcat quarterback is Mitchell Gibbons. Mitchell, one of only 25 quarterbacks in the history of Oak Ridge football to throw for over 1,000 yards. He's at 1188 coming into tonight's game. First down, 10 yards to go. Handoff goes to the Wildcat running back who tries to cut inside. That's Kendall Jackson once again. Spins his way across the 45 down to the 44-yard line. Good running room. They've got a huge line. You can see the size of those guys up front. It'll be a fine game by Kendall. Gain of 5. Second down, 5 yards to go.
Tackle there by number 78 for the Panthers, Dakota Ogle. Kendall showing you how elusive he can be and showing how slippery he can be and be able to get upfield. And I think you and I talked about they have a big line, but are they slow? Because I think our guys can get engaged on them and make holes for our running backs.
Second down, as I mentioned, 5 yards to go. The ball at the Powell 44-yard line. Jonathan Stewart is a receiver to the right, along with Jalen Hayward. The Wildcats have a slot man. That's Tyrell. He comes in motion. He gets the handoff, cuts back outside. Had a better hole. He could have either cut inside or hit to the outside. Could have gotten big yardage, but hesitated, and it cost him. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Yeah, that's something strange for Tyrell. Usually Tyrell sees a hole really well, and obviously he saw it was sealed outside and was trying to cut upfield. Obviously, you want your running back just to cut up, and Tyrell's this type of running back anyway. He'll cut up and get as many yards as he can. Just something to continue to get better on.
Loss of a yard on the play. Third down, 6 yards to go. 8:23 and counting in the first quarter. 7-7 our score. The Wildcats have the ball at the Powell 45-yard line. Mitchell brings his team up. The Wildcats have Isaiah Johnson as a receiver to the left. Once again, another tight formation. One lone running back, slot to the left. Let's see if he comes in motion. He does. That's Tyrell Romano. Here comes Mitchell, dropping back to pass. Cross the way, wide open. The pass is incomplete. I tell you, he was as open as anybody could be. But Mitchell saw the blitz coming in, delivered the pass probably a little sooner than he wanted to. That would have been a gain of about 20, but it's incomplete to bring up fourth down.
Yeah, David, I believe that was Jalen Hayward over there just running down the sideline on a little fade or a little 9 route there. And Mitchell just not able to put it right on him as we'll have a punt coming up here. I believe Brady Hudson back to punt.
Fourth down, 6 yards to go. 7:59 to play. First quarter, 7-7 the score. Missed opportunity right there for the Wildcats. Here's the snap. It's good. Lots of pressure. The kick is away. It's going to be fielded at the 10-yard line. Trying to get outside to the 15. Big block. Now comes back to his left, moves the ball to the corner, another big block. Got Jacob Adams dropping him, and then a flag goes down right there at that block in the back, so that's going to cost them. Jacob Adams finished him off anyway. He came back to his right, reverse field, came back to the left, and that kind of sometimes causes those blocks in the back, and it was called by the officials. It'll be a penalty against Powell.
Yeah, David, that was one of Powell's defensive linemen, Jackson Daniel there. He was trying to get upfield, trying to make a nice highlight-type hit, and obviously he got called for it. But what was impressive about that there is Dodie Trust. Dodie Trust was the first one downfield. He engaged the blocker and didn't let the guy get outside of him, which forced the returner back to his left.
So they're going to step the penalty yardage back inside the 20, putting it down right at the 15-yard line. Powell, first down, 10 yards to go, 7:41 to play. 7-7 is our score as the Panthers have the ball at the 15-yard line. Moving left to right, they have two receivers to the right, actually three. Single coverage on the lone man by Isaiah Johnson. Shotgun, quarterback's going to hand it to the back. There's some holding. They didn't call it. Wildcats have good numbers to try to make the tackle. They get a big hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits. Bring him down. He does go down. Finally, at the 24-yard line. There were a lot of white shirts. Couldn't get him down. They hit him high, and they finally got him down. It's a gain, though, of 5 on the play. Second down, 5 yards to go.
You know, David, I was watching the receivers there as they ran downfield. Powell obviously wanted to run the ball, but they're running the receivers on long routes, so the corners can't come up and make tackles.
Call it second down. We'll call it a long 4. The ball is at the 20. Quarterback's going to pass, fires a pass. Pass is caught, then driven out of bounds by the Wildcats right up the field at the 30. Jack Replogle there defending. It is a first down for the Powell Panthers, and they're going to go quickly.
Yeah, David, it is nice by Jack to be able to come down there and cover downfield and pick up that quick out route. Unfortunately, it's for a first down.
First down, 10 yards to go. The ball is right at the 30-yard line. Once again, Walker Trusley, there's movement across the line. That's a 5-yard step off. That's the third penalty called against Oak Ridge here in the first quarter. That's going to cost them 5. It'll bring up first down and 5 yards to go.
Yeah, you just got to be disciplined, especially when you're right over the football there as a defensive lineman. Don't get caught by this the cadence, but rather watch the football.
7-7 is our score. 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter. First down, 5 yards to go from the 34-yard line. Trusley to pass, fires a pass, almost intercepted by the Wildcats. The Wildcats anticipated and almost picked it off with Jacob Irvin. The pass was caught. Brian Kelly makes a stop up the field, the 41-yard line, but not before he picks up another Powell first down.
Yeah, that was Jaden Collins there on the reception for Powell, as clearly Jacob went for the interception instead of the man on that play.
Ball's at the 42-yard line. A little quick pass once again. They try to get outside. The Wildcats, Kelly this time can't corral him. He does get tackled up the field at the 45-yard line. They've got a lot of speed. That's the thing that kind of strikes me right out of the chute here, is they've got a lot of speed, especially in the wide receiver position.
One thing to notice, as you said, they got a lot of speed. All of their plays so far have been to the outside. Every single play, every screen, every run. The only play that they ran inside was when their quarterback went up the middle.
Ball is at the 44-yard line. Another first down for Powell. First and 10 at the 44. Quarterback's going to hand it to the back, looking for running room. Didn't find any. Kind of tried to get outside. Stiff arms his man, but he's not going to go very far. He's tripped up by Isaiah Johnson at around the 43-yard line. Gain of a yard on the play. Second down, 9 yards to go. 6.5 minutes to play first quarter in a 7-7 ball game. The ball is in Wildcat territory officially at the 43. Powell, as I mentioned, going fast here. Receivers left and right once again. 3 to the left side. One lone running back. Second down, 9 yards to go. Trusley wants to pass. Fires the pass. Is going to be caught. Wildcats Isaiah Johnson makes the stop along with Jack Replogle, but not before they pick up yet another first down.
Tyler Kirkus there for Powell on the reception, as they were playing a little bit off coverage, and Isaiah just wasn't able to come up and make the tackle there, or make the good play coverage on the receiver.
3 receivers to the left, first and 10 again. Movement again by Oak Ridge, and they're going to call the flag. That is the 4th penalty against the Wildcats. Just the cadence, just jumping across the line. I think that might have been Isaiah Boone who jumped off there. 5-yard step off. You can't give good teams extra yardage in free plays like that. It'll be first and 5.
Yeah, and if you remember, David, this is a very similar start to Mount Juliet. Mount Juliet wanted to go really fast like this last week.
First and 5. Quarterback's going to hand it to the back, and he is going to be hit at the line, breaks the tackle, and moves the ball forward. Jacob Adams tried to bring him down, but could not corral him. The Wildcats have done a lot of that here in the early going. Grab them and not able to wrap them up and get them down.
Yeah, it seemed like Baylor Hughes, their running back, was just able to hide behind their tall, big lineman and get out for back to the line of scrimmage.
Another first down. The ball's at the 22-yard line. Trusley hands it off to the back. This time they've got him. Trying to strip the ball away. And they do say it is a fumble. We'll see who's got it. I don't see any movement by either team. I think they've recovered it at the 23-yard line. The Wildcats came in strong, tried to strip the ball away, and did, but they fell on it. It'll be a loss of a yard. It'll be second down, 11 yards to go.
I believe it was Cole Adams and Jacob Adams that had him wrapped up, which is a great opportunity for Jack Replogle to come in and try to rip that ball out, obviously, which he did successfully, just not able to get back on it.
5:07 to play first quarter, 7-7 to score. The ball's at the 23-yard line. 3 receivers left once again, 1 lone running back. Here comes some pressure, firing a pass. The pass is almost intercepted. Bad pass. Defending for the Wildcats, I think, was Isaiah John. I can't quite see the number. Jack Replogle at the 10-yard line to bring up third down, 11 yards to go. Boy, the guy can hit a bullet for an arm, but he misfired badly.
Yeah, he's had a couple of little misfires there that nearly cost him, as Jack had the over coverage there, and I believe it was the hammer Jacob Adams that had underneath coverage on the receiver.
Third down, 11 yards to go from the 23-yard line once again. Wildcats showing pressure once again. Trusley fires deep. Wide open man, but the pass is way overthrown, incomplete. It'll be 4th down, 11 yards to go. Matthew Calhoun came in with pressure for the Wildcats. It'll bring up 4th and 11.
Yeah, and there was another guy that we're going to call out here for a second that Wildcat fans haven't heard much from recently is Cameron Malone. Cameron Malone, back out at safety, was on coverage for that play. Had a little slip, but was able to recover and get close back to the receiver.
You know, when he got hurt with his knee injury, I thought he was not going to be able to come back the rest of the year. It's good to have him back there. 4th down, 11. Big play for the Oak Ridge defense right here in a 7-7 ball game. 4:46 to play. First quarter. Obviously going for it here from the 23-yard line. They need to get to around the 13. Quarterback Trusley to pass, has all day, floats it down the play, high up for grabs, pass is going to be out of bounds, incomplete, taking over on downs of the Oak Ridge Wildcats. Wildcats stayed right on him. He drifted it as far as he could to the back end of the end zone, and it was too far out, and the Wildcats take over 1st and 10.
You know what? That was impressive defense there that was Preston Turner on covers there on their receiver. He was able to just track and stay right with him and made sure that when he caught the ball, he caught it out of the end zone there. And great job. Preston's been a lockdown corner more recently as past couple of weeks.
Here comes the Wildcat offense back out on the field for their 3rd drive. 1st down, 10 yards to go. The ball at the 20. 4:37 to play in the first quarter in a 7-7 ball game. Big region game here at Powell High School. Wildcat quarterback is Mitchell Gibbons. Kendall Jackson in the backfield has already nearly 100 yards in the first quarter of this game, mostly accounting for it on that one long touchdown run. The Wildcats changing the play. Jonathan Stewart splitting out to the right. Dodie Truss as well. The Wildcats have Isaiah Johnson here on the left side along with a man in motion. That is Tyrell Romano. He gets the pitch. Tyrell tries to get the corner, lowers his shoulder, breaks the ball down the field for a gain up to the 29-yard line. Punishing run that time by Tyrell. He knew there was a lot of black shirts there. He knew he was going to be tackled. He just lowered his shoulder and picked up big yardage. It's a gain of 7 on the play. 2nd down, and we'll call it a long 3.
Yeah, it's a great job there by Tyrell. You're not going to get Tyrell with one tackle. He didn't even really go down after he made that hit. It took another hit to get him on the ground. Tyrell, a very powerful back. You have to hit him low if you're going to try to take him down.
Powell comes into this game with a record of 8-0. They are the number 3 ranked team in the state of Tennessee. The number 1 team in 5A, the Central Bobcats, the defending state champions. 2nd down, we'll call it a long 3. Handoff goes up the middle. There's a 1st down. A 10-back of Oak Ridge across the 35-yard line up to the 32. The Wildcats getting good push once again from their offensive lineman, led by the center, Tyler Galloway.
Little deception there by the Wildcats as they send Tyrell in motion like they did on that previous play, except on the previous play, Kendall did not get the ball. In this play, Kendall gets the ball on a handoff right up the middle. What that does is takes some of the linebackers outside of the tackle box so that it makes it easier to run for Kendall to pick up the 1st down.
The ball's at the 37-yard line, 3.5 minutes to play in the first quarter, 7-7 the score. Once again, the Wildcats moving right to left here. Mitchell with Romano in motion once again. He's going to hand it off to the back, and he's got running room across the 40 up to the 43-yard line. Just like last week, the Wildcats offensive line making some holes, and the running back's doing a really good job moving the ball. If you get 5 on every run, you're doing something well. The offensive line pushing once again. It's 2nd and 5.
And Oak Ridge has 2 powerful backs back there. They got Tyrell Monroe and you got Kendall Jackson. Both can hurt you inside. Both can hurt you outside. And your line, the Oak Ridge line, has kept improving every week.
I'm looking for a play clock here. I don't see one here.
I was looking for that.
I kind of missed that, actually. 2nd down, 5 yards to go. Romano comes in motion. Here comes the handoff. There's another big hole. It's a 10-back of Oak Ridge, 1st down. Kendall Jackson across the 45 up to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 Wildcats.
You know, David, I was just thinking a moment ago, this team played West really close last week. Oak Ridge played West pretty close. So this is not, I don't think, a giveaway game like most people are thinking. Oak Ridge is going to be fighting to stay in this game as you saw Kendall fighting for the 1st down there.
2:28 to play. We're in the first quarter of a 7-7 ball game. Powell band starts playing to our right here. The Oak Ridge band is here. They'll be playing at halftime. We'll have halftime statistics. Mark and Shauna Hayes will be doing those for us. Once again, 1st and 10 Oak Ridge, the ball at the Oak Ridge 48-yard line. Wildcats not throwing as much. Here's another big handoff. It goes to Kendall Jackson across the 50 to the 45-yard line of Powell. He's tackled at the 44. Nobody's run the ball on them. I actually kind of like the lights out, to be honest with you. It's a lot easier to see. It's a gain of, this time, 6 on the play.
Yeah, it's a great job. And Oak Ridge, they're kind of packing in the receivers to make sure that they get blocks on the outside if the play goes outside as Tyrell goes in motion. If it stays inside, you've got all your linemen on linebackers and allow Kendall to pick up good yardage as he's gotten 5 to 7 yards the past couple plays.
Second down, 6 yards to go, a minute 35 and counting here in the first quarter. 7-7 our score as we play here at Powell. Wildcats, Romano in motion once again. Once again, a handoff, Kendall, and this time he's bumped. He might have gotten a yard, ran in maybe into his own guy. It's a nice run, but he would have been bigger if he'd been able to get outside, got bumped down. It'll be 3rd down and short.
Yeah, Powell was packing the box there a little bit. They had a couple more linebackers and inside and able to stop the run there. One interesting thing here, 2 different types of no-huddle offense. You got Powell that wants to go quick. You got Oak Ridge that wants to slow things down and bleed the clock.
We'll call it 3rd down, 3 yards to go, under a minute to play. 7-7 our score. We're in the first period here at Powell High School. Kendall Jackson, the lone running back. Mitchell Gibbons is the quarterback, looking at looks like a 4-man front this time. Rolling the pass, fires the pass. Pass is going to be caught for a 10-back of Oak Ridge, first down at the 40-yard line. The Wildcats once again deliver a pass. Good coverage. Honestly, Jonathan Stewart there on the catch. Good coverage by Powell, I thought, but a really nice catch by Jonathan.
Really nice catch there by Jonathan. Great block pickup on the blitz by Kendall Jackson. And really nice throw, actually, by Mitchell. Mitchell was kind of falling away from the pass, and he was able to get that out there and place it right on Jonathan for a first down.
7-7 our score. The ball's at the 40-yard line of Powell. Wildcats and Powell Panthers. As I mentioned, the 2 teams have only played 8 previous times, which we'll talk about that here in a bit. First down, 10 yards to go. The ball is at the 40-yard line. One receiver to the right, Jonathan Stewart once again. In motion goes Tyrell Romano. The Wildcats are going to pass again. Mitchell looks deep, fires it, and throws it away. Second down, 10 yards to go with 33 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
A little bit more pressure there from the left side of the offensive line. Jacob Kesterson had to go out of the game. His helmet came off, so Oak Ridge had to make a substitution. I believe that's at left tackle, which we have, I think maybe Ethan Hewitt has slid over there, back over there for now. But obviously, that sideline is going to be open for Oak Ridge all night as it was open on that play.
Just heard Coach Mitchell say the exact same thing. Second down, 10 yards to go, 33 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Wildcats this time will hand it off to Kendall. Kendall has no place to go. He's going to be slung down and driven down hard. He'll lose yardage on a play. It'll bring up 3rd down and long, and that is the final play of the first quarter, I assume. They'll probably let the clock tick down, and we'll get to the other side in the second quarter and play there. 7-7 is our score. Thanks for tuning us in on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. We'll take a break. We'll send it back to the station. We'll be back to Powell High School in 2 minutes as the 2 teams come out where the Wildcats will be faced with 3rd down and 13. Ball is at the Powell Panther 43-yard line. This drive started after Oak Ridge stopped them on a 4th down play. And now let's see the Wildcats, who picked up a huge first down on a 4th down last week. Let's see if they can do it right here on this 3rd down.
Would this be a 2-down territory, or would you punt it and
back them up?
Deep?
Yeah, you back them up.
Okay.
But, well, it depends on if they get it down to the 32, maybe not, but we'll see. Mitchell Gibbons at quarterback, 3rd down, 13 yards to go. Opening play of the second quarter here at Powell. 4-man front for the Panthers. Mitchell is going to go on the reverse to Jalen Hayward. Doesn't have a lot of running room. There's a block in the back. There's going to be maybe a face mask, as we'll have to check the call here. The official comes over. Jalen just didn't have much room there on the reverse. It is going to be a hold against Oak Ridge.
Yeah, it seemed like I think Ethan Hewitt there might have been the person on the hold as I believe it was number 11 for Powell, or number 15, I believe is who it was. Colton Webb, they got upfield, disrupted that a little bit. One thing to note is that they're blitzing their outside linebacker, Powell is, to try to make the tackle on those motions toward the play. So that's why Jalen had to swing it a little bit wider.
Loss of about 8 or 9 on the play. It'll bring up 4th down and 20 yards to go, and the Wildcats' Brady Hudson will come in to punt the ball away. They've got 2 guys standing back at around the 20-yard line.
I believe that's Gianni Magdos, and I can't see the other one.
Here's the punt. It's high, it's short, angling to the right side. He's going to field it and return it. And Doty Trust tries to make the tackle. He is going to be slung down at the 33-yard line. Wildcats make the stop with Tyrell Romano and Jacob Adams. It'll be first down, 10 yards to go for Powell.
Yeah, Doty was the one that got upfield and was able to force the guy back inside so that Tyrell and could make the tackle there and, get it down. Not allow the returners much yardage. I believe he only had about a 10-yard return there.
Ball is officially at the 34-yard line. Powell moving right to left here in the second quarter in a 7-7 ball game. Here come the Panthers to the line. Trusley is the quarterback. And two receivers to the right, two to the left. First down, 10 yards to go. Four-man front. He's going to pass. Fires the pass. Is going to be caught wide open right in the middle part of the line. They gain about 11 on the play. As they're going to officially say he is down at the 46-yard line. The big guy, number 5 is, and he stands out there, makes the catch. It'll be first and 10.
Yeah, and as I believe Cameron Malone was also in on that tackle, and Cameron's having a little bit of trouble getting off to the sideline there, as I believe Oak Ridge brings in Brian Kelly.
This injury timeout is brought to you by Muncie Pharmacy, a local pharmacy dedicated to your health. Well, I don't know if we're going to actually come off the field here, but Cam is going to have to be assisted off, and that's sad to see. Just his first game back and goes down.
Yes, he was made a nice play previously in the end zone, helped break up a pass as right there he just maybe kind of tweaked his knee or something like that. I believe it was his right knee.
11:27 to play first half in a 7-7 ball game. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball is at the Powell 46-yard line. Moving right to left, the Wildcats. Tight coverage on the receivers. Handoff goes to the running back, and he is dropped right at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle by Oak Ridge. The Wildcats came in quickly, and it was Jackson Adams there on the stop. It'll be a loss, actually, of a yard. It'll bring up second down and 11 yards to go.
Yeah, David, that's a hard tackle for Jackson, too. He had to come from the left side of the defensive line to make the tackle right off the left guard of Powell, so he had to come really quick off that ball.
It's getting a little smoky up here, but it smells good, to be honest with you. Second down, 11 yards to go. The ball is at the 45-yard line. We're going to pass once again. Lots of pressure. Sam Hensley almost got a sack. He looks to run, moves the ball up the field. Jacob Adams grabs him and drops him right around midfield. Cole Adams, his brother, was there as well. It'll bring up third down and 7 yards to go.
Yeah, as he just scrambled out, and it looked like they tried to split the defensive line, Powell line did, and he was just able to run up, get 2 or 3 yards. Great pursuit there from Cole on the backside from his linebacker position, and Jacob from the front side.
7-7 is our score. Third down and 7 yards to go. The ball is at the 49-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, 4-man front. Once again, low snap, pressure, firing. The quarterback's going to run it, moves the ball up the field. Jacob Adams tackles him, but not before he picks up a first down. So that time, and we talked about that in the pregame show with Coach Gaddis, he likes to run the ball, and when he doesn't find anybody open, he runs it. There was nobody in the middle, and he picks up a first down.
Yeah, and they just ran a little hook route right there next to the linebackers. Obviously, the linebackers for Oak Ridge had it covered, and it opened up the middle for him to run.
First down, 10 yards to go in Oak Ridge territory now. They're going to run the ball this time, and Jacob Adams once again, along with, looks like Cole Adams and one other, Sam Hensley, there on the stop. It'll be for the Panthers, a gain of 2. Second down, 8 yards to go. 9:35 to play. Quick ball game, honestly, as we're rolling through here in the second quarter in a 7-7 ball game. We'll have statistics. Mark will do those for us at halftime. Ball's in Wildcat territory at the Oak Ridge 38-yard line. Receivers left and right once again. Second down, 8. Looking over the Oak Ridge defense, 4-man front. Back to pass once again. Sam Hensley pressures, firing a pass. Pass is going to be incomplete. Dropped. Defending out there was the freshman Brian Kelly. The intended receiver was number 4. That'll be Faust. It's incomplete. It'll bring up third down and 8 yards to go.
Yeah, it's a great job there by the Oak Ridge defense. It's kind of interesting. I looked all the way straight across, and the Oak Ridge defense was like straight across the 30-yard line as it looked like they were in man coverage there. So nice job by them to break it up.
Run the 38-yard line once again. Powell moving quickly. Third down, 8. Wildcats with a 4-man front. Once again, trusting with 3 receivers to his left. Drops to pass. Pressured. Running. Looks. Fires. Incomplete. Fourth down. Fourth down, 7 yards to go. It'll be let's see what Powell likes to do. I would punt, but with their offense, who knows? 7-7 is our score. No decision yet. It's fourth down, 8 yards to go. 9 minutes to play. What I would tell the guys right now, don't jump off sides and give them an extra 5 right here, because that's what they're going to try to do.
It looks like Powell's going up with their first offense there, and it's going to be 4th and 8. Can't think of anything else they'd be doing in freezing.
Just don't want to jump off sides and give them an easy 5. And there it is. It's exactly what I just said. And they jumped across the line. So that's going to cost them 5. James?
I believe, you just got to know that there's going to be a hard count, and that Oak Ridge is going to have to hold their water, as they say, to try to keep them onside, which makes it about 4th and 3 for the Powell Panthers. And I don't know if they're going to punt here or maybe a goal line type situation.
Much easier, obviously, with 9 minutes to play. Fourth down, 3 yards to go. The Wildcats getting their big boys back in the ball game. Looks like Darius Stewart in the ball game. The Wildcats will be big boy against big boy right here, as they need about 3 yards. Full house backfield, power eye to the left, handoff to the running back. Boom! He breaks the tackle, though, and picks up the first down. The Wildcats had him. They didn't wrap him up, though, and he picks up the first down.
Yeah, Matthew Calhoun came off the edge there, made a nice hit, just not able to wrap him up, and he was able to run out to the left sideline here from their home sideline and pick up the first down to about the 25-yard line for the Panthers.
8 minutes, 51 seconds to play first half. First down, 10 yards to go. The ball is at the 25-yard line. Once again, the Panthers come to the line. Wildcats had a stop right there, James. It's very unfortunate there. First down, 10 yards to go. Back to pass once again. Looking, might run, rolling, fires, pass, almost intercepted. It's incomplete. Cole Adams and Isaiah Johnson defending for the Wildcats. Second down, 10 yards to go.
Really nice job there by Cole Adams. Cole Adams nearly had his second interception in a week in a row. One thing to pay attention to is the Oak Ridge linebackers are paying attention to where Tresley goes. If he goes one way, in that scenario, you had Jacob Adams spying him, making sure he wasn't going to run.
Second down, 10 yards to go for Powell. 8 minutes, 43 seconds to play. Thursday, rivalry Thursday ball game here at Powell. The Wildcats trying to knock off the Panthers for the 6th consecutive time. It's a really, really good Powell team. They are ranked number 3 in the state of Tennessee. They're undefeated at 8-0. Trusted a pass, fires a pass. Once again, pass is caught. Tackle is made right around the 16-yard line, and that is where he needed to be for a first down. They haven't moved the chains yet. It'll bring up third down, and we'll call it 2 yards to go with 8:25 to play. Once again, receivers left and right. Powell going quickly. Wildcats, tight coverage, and once again, what happened, James?
Jumped off sides there. Obviously, they're going with the count there and what the quarterback cadence is. They're jumping off that as opposed to watching the football. And you're right there over the football. You got to pay attention. You can't focus on the quarterback. You got to focus on your job, on your play.
7-7 is our score. And that is a first down inside the 15-yard line. They're going to put the ball officially at the 12. It'll be first down, 10 yards to go for the Powell Panthers. The Wildcats helping them down the field here. Trusted to pass, fires it into the end zone. Pass is there, pass is incomplete. It'll be second down and 10 yards to go. 8:03 to play first half.
A little bit of man coverage there for the Wildcats in the secondary, and just had everything covered. It took a perfect throw and would have taken a perfect catch there by the Panthers quarterback and receiver. Just not able to come up with it, but that was tight coverage for the Wildcats.
7-7 is our score. Remember, at halftime, we'll have Mark's statistics. We'll hope you'll stay tuned for that. We'll have the scoring summary. Mike's listening to us. You know what he said last week?
That if he was here, he would have had a scoring summary.
Second down, 10 yards to go from the 12-yard line of the Wildcats. They're going to run it not very far. In fact, down he goes. Loss. The hammer. Hammers him down to the turf. Grabbed by a couple others, and down he goes. It's a loss on the play. It'll bring up third down at about 13.
I believe that was the freshman Brian Kelly coming from his safety position on a blitz there, able to come in, force the guy to bounce outside, and Jacob comes in and finishes him off.
Third down, it looks like a long 12 to go for a first. 7:35 to play. Don't want to jump off sides again as the ball is walked back after the loss to the 15-yard line. 3 receivers bunched to the right. Tresley wants to pass, might want to run, looks, fires, end zone pass is going to be incomplete. It's fourth down again. Fourth down and 13 yards to go. They went for it and didn't make it. One other drive in the first. Looks like they're going to bring the field goal unit into the ballgame.
I was going to say you might as well try to run the hard count play again, see if Oak Ridge is going to jump off sides, but they're going to be kicking about a 30-yard field goal here from the 13, 14-yard line as Powell Panthers.
The kicker is Cole Judy. I mentioned he is 6'1", 185-pounder. They'll put the block down right at the 22-yard line, making this a 32-yard kick. Fourth down, 13 yards to go. 7-7 is our score, right in the center of the field here at Powell High School. Waiting for the snap. Here it is. The hole, the kick is on its way. It's up. It looks off to the right. It is no good. And we remain tied, James Branson.
Great job there by the defense to hold not just that play, but that's the second consecutive drive that Powell's gotten down inside about the 20-25 yard line. Oak Ridge defense has stepped up and put it into the drive. We end up tied here, and I guarantee nobody in this area thought that would happen.
7-7 is our score. 7:15 to play. It'd be nice to have a nice time-consuming scoring drive right here. See if Mitchell and company can manufacture one here. They're back out on the field, moving left to right here. Oak Ridge wearing their white jerseys. Not a big fan of this combination with the dark gray pants, but you know, players like oh well.
I kind of like the red pant with the white jersey. That looks real nice.
First down, 10 yards to go. I'll ask Jeremy what he thinks here in a minute. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball's at the 20-yard line. Mitchell Gibbons, junior quarterback, receivers left and right. Showing blitz. Mitchell hands it off. There's a big hole. Moving the ball forward for good yardage. That's a 10-bag of Oak Ridge first down and more. Kendall Jackson 30, 35 to the 40, to the 45 to the 50. Down to the field he goes to the Powell 40-yard line. Actually the 39. What a great run by Kendall Jackson.
Great run, and nobody was going to stop him on that play. It took some guy way down the field, I believe it was their corner, ended up making a tackle, and even Kendall ran him over. Kendall really tackled himself by running the other guy over. Great job by the offensive line there as they were able to pick up that blitz and give Kendall a great hole.
Ball's at the 39-yard line. It'll be first down, 10 yards to go for the Wildcats. Kendall Jackson's got big numbers here in the first half. Mitchell Gibbons, quarterback, once again looks over to Brian Wyatt, assistant coach of the Wildcats, offensive coordinator, 6:45 and counting. First down, 10 yards to go for the Wildcats. Receivers left and right. Mitchell Gibbons looking at a blitz coming from the outside and the inside. He's going to hand it off anyway, and there's good running room again. Moving the ball across the 35, down to the 32-yard line. Tyrell Romano on the carry.
Great job there by Tyrell, but again, the offensive line is picking up these blitzes. Powell is sending 6 and 7 guys to blitz every time, and if you don't hit that blitz just right, the offensive line is going to pick it up and be able to let Tyrell and Kendall, these fast backs, get through the line, and there's nobody there to tackle them, as we've seen, and you get an easy 6-7 yards.
Ball is at the 33. It's a gain of 6. Second down 4. 6:05 to play in a 7-7 ball game. Kicking the Wildcats to the line once again. The Wildcats doing it on the ground tonight. Usually, well, this season, most of the offenses come on the arm of Mitchell Gibbons, but tonight and last week, lots of running room. Mitchell this time is going to pass. Fires it deep. Incomplete. So overthrows his man. He's kind of overthrown 3 different passes in this game, and this one's going to be 3rd and 4 now.
That's one that you don't necessarily mind that being overthrown because that was double coverage. The safety was coming over. The corner was in man coverage with, I believe that it was Isaiah Johnson there, and Mitchell was getting blitz right in his face. He just threw it up just to make sure to get it out of bounds.
Jaden Williams is a receiver. He's a freshman. He'll be splitting out to the left side along with Isaiah Johnson. The Wildcats have Jonathan Stewart, single coverage on him over to the right. Backfield, 2 running backs, 3rd down and 3.5 yards to go. I think we're in 4-down territory here for the Wildcats. They're showing blitz again. The Wildcats going to run it with Mitchell Gibbons. He's going to be short. It'll be 4th down and 2 yards to go. Actually, 4th down and 3. I thought he got a little farther than that. They're going to put the ball down at the 33. 4th down, and we'll call it 3 yards to go.
Yeah, it's a great job there by the line and by the running backs again, as this was a little bit of a triple option look out of the shotgun formation. Didn't give it to Kendall. It had Tyrell on the pitch, and Kendall may have been able to get you the first down on that play.
Man, that hole was huge right there for the Wildcats if they elected to go that way. 4th down, 3 yards to go. Now fans starting to make a little noise here. We've seen several 4th down stops in this game. 4th down, 3 yards to go. They're showing blitz once again. This time Mitchell's going to pass. Fires a pass. It's going to be complete for a 10 back at Oak Ridge. First down at the 12. Oh, they're going to say he juggled it as he went out of bounds. Long way across the field. I couldn't see it. He delivered the pass, and it appeared to catch it, but the official said he was juggling it, and the Powell Panthers will take over on downs.
Yeah, just a little bit of a comeback route there, something that Mitchell and Isaiah have gotten very well at throughout this year, as just let Isaiah catch it and run on that play, or previously, but Mitchell just had to throw it really fast, and I think Isaiah just wasn't ready for it.
7-7 is our score. It'll be first down, 10 yards to go for Powell. They'll take over at the 32, but not until this break is taken. We'll take a quick break. We'll send it back to Brian Bennett. 7-7 our score. We'll be back for the final 4:52 following this 2-minute timeout. Welcome back once again to Powell High School. 4:52 to play in the first half. Once again, Powell's offense on the field.
Yeah, David, and I wouldn't be surprised if they wouldn't started running or passing outside again. That's where they got a lot of their yardage against Oak Ridge earlier.
From the 32-yard line, once again, first down, 10 yards to go for the Panthers. They're going to try to throw the ball. Has some time, throws it deep. There's the man, it's overthrown, incomplete. A couple guys covering back there. It's second down, 10 yards to go.
A little bit of double coverage to the guy that they threw it to. I believe Brian Kelly, and the other guy on the other side was Isaiah Johnson on that play. Nice job down here at the bottom, not allow Powell to throw the screen passes. You had three Oak Ridge defenders pressed up and in main coverage right on those three receivers on the other side.
Looks like there might have been a penalty on the play that I did not see. Nope, they were backing up though. And they are going to penalize the Powell Panthers. I didn't see it, wasn't watching, but it is a penalty. It looks like holding against the Panthers. Might have even, as they walked the ball to the 20-yard line, so evidently not holding, a 5-yard step off. I didn't see it.
Or that's a 10-yard step off, maybe holding from the spot of the foul, so 2 yards in the backfield.
So it's now first down and 20 yards to go, 4:43 to play. Senior quarterback once again is going to hand it off to his running back, and he's trying to get it wide. He cuts back inside, arm tackles. The Wildcats drop him finally at the 34-yard line. Stop is made, I think, by Cole Adams. The Wildcats got about, almost 8 yards on that run. Second down, we'll call it 12 yards to go. 4:25 to play. We're in the first half, 7-7 our score.
The Wildcats there are able to string them out and able to force them back inside, which was why they were able to make the tackle there on that play.
Well, it's second down, 13 yards to go. Once again, four-man front. Back to pass. Pressure, a little screen pass is going to be caught. Wildcats grab him, and they're going to push him back. He's going no place. Now breaks the tackle, still going backwards all the way to the 5-yard line. Wildcats need to hem him in. There's a hole. They move the ball, and then they finally, and there goes the flag. He went all the way back, almost inside the 5-yard line, going backwards. Wildcats had him back there, just couldn't bring him down. Probably a block in the back, probably.
Yeah, and I'm not really sure why they let that go on as long as it did. Is obviously that should have been stopped up right around the 20-yard line when Jacob had him wrapped up. He was just forcing him back, but obviously the whistle never blew, and it looked like there was going to be a block on the back on one of the Powell offensive players as for more the spot of the foul is, which will put Powell inside the 10-yard line, David.
7-7 our score, 3 minutes, 48 seconds to play in the first half as we play here at Powell High School. Next week we'll be on the road in North Knoxville as the Wildcats take on the Fulton Falcons. They're going to decline that penalty and take the result of the play. It'll bring up third down and almost 20 yards to go.
Yeah, and that's probably a smart decision there is you force them to go in a third and long situation. It leaves you time on the clock to maybe put a drive together for the Wildcats offense if they get the ball back.
Ball's at the 24-yard line. Powell up to the line. They've got it third down, 18 yards to go, 3:39 to play. 7-7 our score here at Powell High School. 3 receivers split to the right, 2 to the left, 1 lone running back. Tresley is going to pass. Lots of pressure. Throws one up for grabs. It's out of bounds. It's fourth down. Cut the ball away, Powell. It'll be fourth down and 18 yards to go.
Yeah, and the offensive line for Powell here is arguing with each other on who should have picked up the blitz. Great job there by the Oak Ridge defensive line to open up those holes and allow the linebackers to run free, put pressure on their quarterback and force an inaccurate throw and a fourth down.
4th down, 18 yards to go, punt formation, 3:22 to play. We're in the second quarter, 7-7 the score. Good defense by Oak Ridge. This is the 3rd-ranked team in the state.
Well, and I'm not impressed with their quarterback, to be honest. He overthrows everything.
Here's the punt. It's away. Good punt. Spiraling kick. Great one. Going to roll inside the 25-yard line and go dead at the 21, and that is where Oak Ridge will take over. 1st down and 10 yards to go. 3:09 to play. We're in the first half. Back out on the field will come the Wildcats.
Yeah, and that's honestly a dangerous punt there, kind of, David, as it was a very low kick, but it probably didn't get more than 30 feet off the ground. But it was a very hard kick, and it just rolled on, kept rolling, probably for 15 yards there to put Oak Ridge inside the 25-yard line.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Oak Ridge, the Wildcats, with all their timeouts remaining. 7-7 is the score. Wildcats have it 1st down and 10 yards to go. The ball is at the 21-yard line. Up the line will come Oak Ridge. The quarterback is Mitchell Gibbons. We'll have a complete recap of the statistics at halftime. Stay tuned for that. The Wildcats want to run, and they move the ball forward for a gain of 3. Carrying the ball is the quarterback, Mitchell Gibbons.
Yeah, and it's interesting here because Powell knows that Oak Ridge wants to run the ball, and they're literally just sending 7 guys every time to try to stop the run, and Oak Ridge is still making yardage. Even though it's 1 or 2 yards, they're still making yardage on Powell and their run defense.
They're going to call it 1 on this last run. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. The Wildcats will need as much time as possible off the clock here. It's 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Receivers left and right. Jonathan Stewart, they've got 2 guys out here. Let's see if Oak Ridge can throw the ball deep as Mitchell Gibbons looking at a blitz. Wildcats are going to run the ball and move the ball forward for not much yardage. Push back at around the 25-yard line. I see if Powell calls a timeout here.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting, too, because obviously you don't want to throw it here, and Powell knows you don't want to throw it because they have their cornerbacks way off of your receivers, but, man, those are wide open if you do throw it.
3rd down, and we'll call it a long 4 to go for a first. 2 minutes exactly to play here in the first half. The Wildcats, it's a long 4 for a first, closer to 5. The Wildcats will take as much time off the clock as possible. Need a 1st down. Keep Powell off the field offensively here.
Yeah, and last couple times Oak Ridge has come out in kind of a triple option look. Mitchell's kept it once on the 1st down play, and he handed off to Kendall for a nice 5-yard gain on the 2nd down play as Oak Ridge bleeds down the play clock and call a timeout.
We'll take one ourselves. 7-7 our score. We'll be back to Powell following this 90-second timeout. 3rd down, 4 yards to go for the Wildcats. Wildcats looking at a blitz here. Mitchell's going to pass across the way in coverage. Pass is going to be incomplete.
No.
Or is it caught? It is caught. He had a one-handed grab at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10. A 10-bag of Oak Ridge 1st down. I had given up on him. Somehow, a one-handed stab, and it's 1st and 10 Oak Ridge.
That's a great snag there by, I believe it was Isaiah Johnson on that play, who stuck his left paw up, trapped it. Once he brought it in, he trapped it up against his body. Nice job there by Mitchell, putting it only where Isaiah could catch it. 1st down right near midfield for the Wildcats.
Minute 27 of play. Once again, they're showing blitz. Once again, Mitchell Gibbons is going to hand it off to the left side. Good running room. But 1st down for Oak Ridge. Another 10-back of Oak Ridge 1st down, moving the ball to the 40-yard line, but not a lot of time here. A minute 15 to play here in the first half.
Great read there by Mitchell to pull the ball on the dive, able to get it out to Tyrell on a pitch and get upfield for a 1st down right across the 40-yard line.
Man, I hope our camera guys got that because I did not see it across the way. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Ball is at the Powell 40-yard line. Receivers left and right. Once again, they show blitz. Low snap. Mitchell has to fall on it. Tough break there. Snap was low, and he has to fall on it back here at the 45-yard line, and that's a tough play right there.
Yeah, it's a tough play, but you would rather him fall on it, and I believe Powell might have used a timeout there. You'd rather him fall on it right there and save the down as opposed to give the football up.
At halftime, we'll be speaking to Jeremy Miller, who is a member of the Oak Ridge High School basketball team. They'll start practice on Monday, a little less than a month away from their start of the season. I guess it's for them, Hardin Valley, I guess it'll be. We'll talk with Jeremy about basketball season coming up. We'll also have Mark's stats at halftime. Wildcats are going to have it 2nd down, 15 yards to go, exactly 1 minute to play here in the first half in a 7-7 ball game.
Yeah, and obviously Oak Ridge wants to come away with some points here, especially in the 45-yard line of Powell. Got to have some nice plays. Got to be able to maybe take some medium shots down the field as key thing to keep in mind here. Oak Ridge will start on defense coming out of halftime because they received the opening kickoff.
Ball's at the Powell 45-yard line. The Wildcats will split out receivers here to the right side. Once again, Jalen Hayward's in the ballgame. Jonathan Stewart, single man to the left. Backfield, Kendall Jackson, Tyrell Romano. Should be second down and 15. And now they change it. Ball is at the 45-yard line. Shotgun once again for Mitchell Gibbons. The Wildcats in a 7-7 ball game. Creeping up to the line. Mitchell straight drop this time. Cranks it down the field. Jonathan Stewart, he's got it! 10, end zone, touchdown! Jonathan Stewart scores! And Oak Ridge leads by a score of 13-7. What a catch! Jonathan Stewart snags it. Into the end zone he goes, and Oak Ridge leads it 13-7 with 50 seconds to play here in the first half.
Great job there by Jonathan Stewart. He just ran a post route, ran it right underneath the safety. Mitchell able to step up into the pocket and put a bullet right on him. Jonathan makes a dive to get into the end zone as Oak Ridge goes on top. What a play by both those two.
And it'll be Camden Malcody to attempt the extra point. The holder for the Wildcats, Mitchell Gibbons. 13-7 Oak Ridge. The Wildcats march crisply down the field. Here's the kick. It's on its way. It's up, and it is good. 14-7 our score. We'll take a timeout. We'll send it back to Brian Bennett. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back to Powell High School. Oak Ridge on top 14-7. 50 seconds to play. Brady Hudson to kick off for the Wildcats. Here it is. Kicks it high, deep, all the way back to the 3-yard line, to the 5, to the 10, to the 15. Trying to get to the wide. He's going to lower his shoulder, and down he goes at the 18-yard line. Big hit across the way there. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers with exactly 42 seconds to play. What a drive for the Wildcats there at the end of this, towards the last part of this second quarter, and they've taken the lead.
Obviously, you had the bad snap there, and then backed you up to 2nd and 15. Great play by Jonathan Stewart, able to use his length, use his size, and go up and be able to snag that out of the air. Nice hands by him. Great job here on this tackle by Jacob Irvin. Didn't make the tackle, but he forced him outside and allowed Jack Replogo to come off the edge there and make a tackle on the kickoff. So great job by the Oak Ridge Wildcats. Get points going here into the half here.
Here comes the offense for the Panthers once again. 1st down, 10 yards to go. The ball is at the 19-yard line.
What's Kelly doing?
Once again, quarterback's going to roll to his left, look to pass, fires it down the way, passes easily and dropped. Had it right in the hands. Wildcats had, looks like Preston Turner and Brian Kelly out there defending. He had that. That would have been a gain of 20 yards. He just dropped it.
Freshman mistake, David. I mean, he was looking upfield, trying to get out of bounds to make sure he saves time on the clock before he made the catch there. And Wildcats were able to prosper off of that.
35 seconds to play here. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Ball is at the 19-yard line. Once again, he wants to pass. This time the pass is going to be caught across the 30. Defending for the Wildcats was Preston Turner. And then a timeout is asked for by Powell. We'll take it with him. 29 seconds to play first half. 14-7 Oak Ridge. We'll be back in 60 seconds. First down, 10 yards to go. Back to pass. Once again, Trusley. Now will run. Looks. Fires. Deep pass. Could be intercepted. And it is going to be incomplete. Batted around. The Wildcats had a couple guys back there. Almost caught on a deflection. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
He was, Powell quarterback there was trying to get the pass as deep as he could. I thought he almost might have came across the line of scrimmage, as we have referees talking about it. I thought he might have threw it past the line of scrimmage. In that scenario, but I guess he did. Double coverage there, nearly picked off twice by the Wildcats.
19 seconds to play first half. 2nd down, 10. The ball at the Powell 35-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 14-7 Oak Ridge in the lead. Trusley back to pass once again. Fires a pass. Pass is caught. The Wildcats make the stop at around the 47-yard line. It's another 1st down, but there's 12 seconds to play.
Yeah, and the Wildcat defenders, one of the things that they want to do here is keep them in bounds. If they can keep them in bounds, force Powell, think they have many timeouts left, if one maybe, and let that clock run out.
Ball is at the Powell 47-yard line. 12 seconds to play. 14-7 is the score. Powell has missed a field goal in this one. They're a long ways away from field goal range here. 1st down, 10. Not a lot of time. Back to pass. Trusley looks, fires a pass across the middle. Boom! Nice hit by Jacob Irvin. It's an incomplete pass. It'll bring up second down 10.
Not just a nice hit there by Jacob Irvin, but nearly a picked off pass by Isaiah Johnson in the backfield, which would have ended the half there for the Panthers as we have another timeout by Powell.
Let's take it. We'll take it with them once again. 14-7 Oak Ridge. Back in 60 seconds. Second down, 10 yards to go for Powell. 7 seconds to play in a 14-7 ball game. Trusley back to pass. Short pass, caught in the middle of the field. They got to make the stop. Won't be any time. You got to make the tackle though, and they do. The half is over. The Wildcats will head to the dressing room. James Branson with a 14-7 lead. Good half of football, defensively, offensively. Some really big plays. Some nice catches by the Oak Ridge receivers. Some nice throws and some great running. Wildcats a really, really fine first half.
I think you take a lot out of last week. I think the Wildcats have taken what they did last week and improved upon it. They realized that they can move the football on really good teams. Last week was the 6A team. This week is an undefeated Powell team who Oak Ridge has done it through the air. They've scored a touchdown through the air. They've made nice catches through the air. Kendall Jackson and Tyrell Romano probably had nearly 200 yards combined. So the offensive line is playing great. The defense is doing a good job here as they were able to keep the previous receiver, I believe it was their freshman number 9, Darius Redmond, in bounds long enough to let the clock run out. So defense has made 2 stops inside the 20 as well.
As the Wildcats are getting ready to kick off the second half here, Brady Hudson has the ball down on the tee. 14-7 is the score, and the second half is underway as we speak. Here's the kick. Hits it well. It's going to angle over to the 3, to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, trying to get outside, and Jacob Irvin tackles him at the 27-yard line, and that is where the Powell Panthers will have it. First down, 10 yards to go. One of the Wildcats a little slow to get up. And let's see if he's okay as he comes wandering off. That's Jack Replogle. I think he's okay. He's running it off. Back on the field will come the Oak Ridge defense. Played a really good first half of football.
Very nice first half, and we talked about it during the half that they stopped the Powell Panthers inside the 20-25-yard line 2 times, forced a missed field goal, and ran out the clock there at the end of the half. So Wildcat defense pitching a shutout after those first 3 plays on defense.
The Powell Panthers come in undefeated at 8-0. They are a number 3 ranked team in the state. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball is at the 27-yard line. Opening play offensively for the Panthers. They're going to run it. Try to. Matthew Calhoun. Jacob Adams. Drop him. Back at the 20-yard line. It's a loss of 5.
Yeah, it's a great play there by Jacob Calhoun to set the edge, force the tackle into the backfield, and allow Jacob Adams to just run through the gap and make a nice tackle. I mentioned right during halftime, I don't understand why Powell stopped going outside. That's why right there, the Wildcat defense has stepped up.
Second down, we'll call it a long 14 to go for a first. The ball is back at the 23-yard line. 11:22 to play third quarter. 14-7. Oak Ridge in the lead. Here come the Panthers once again. 3 receivers. Actually 2 to the left, 2 to the right. 1 lone running back. Quarterback's going to pass across the way. Pass incomplete. Bullet pass intended to number 4, just a little bit too hard, too much on it. Actually, it'll bring up third down and 14.5 yards to go.
Pass intended there for J.J. Faust for the Panthers is a little bit of an RPO. If the linebackers play up, then you run a throw the pass there, which they did on that play. If the linebackers play back, then Powell's going to run the ball. Just not able to complete the pass there and bring up a key third down here early.
14-7 is our score. Oak Ridge in the lead. It is third down, 14 yards to go. 4-man front for the Wildcats. Trusley to pass. Pressured. Looks. Goes deep. He is wide open. He drops it. Right in his hands. Couldn't catch it. On the turf it goes. It's fourth down.
That's twice, David. 2 times in a row, or not 2 times in a row, but twice. Once at the end of the half, right here, right in front of us, where he just took his eye off the ball. That was an excellent throw there. Put it right on him. He had 5 yards on the closest defender and just couldn't bring it in. The freshman there, it was a Darius Redmond, I believe.
So it's fourth down, and the Panthers will be forced to punt. The Wildcats have jumped off sides several times in this. The Wildcats late getting a guy on the field. It's fourth down, 15 yards to go, 10:56 to play. So a good opening series of defense. Bad snap. He falls down on the ground. He's going to have to run for his life. He's trying to get the corner. Now he punts it. somehow it's going to be returnable. Here comes Oak Ridge's Isaiah Johnson. Kind of maybe not the wisest decision, but it's going to be great field position for the Wildcats. They'll take over at the Powell 44-yard line.
Yeah, it's a great job there by Isaiah. Honestly, I didn't even pay attention to where Isaiah was on the field until the ball was out, and then he was standing right under where he was going to be able to catch it. Another nice job there by the rushers on that punt for Oak Ridge as they were able to hold up. Normally, a lot of people hit the kicker or the punter on that play. They held up and didn't get a penalty. Good job there by them.
Almost a disastrous play for the Panthers, too, because he almost got caught back there inside the 10-yard line, and that is where Oak Ridge would have had it. But they do have great field position here at the 44-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Opening series of offense for Oak Ridge. Four-man front for the Panthers. We'll set the offense in a moment. Handoff goes Tyrell Romano. Romano, a 10-back of Oak Ridge, first down across the 35-yard line. Moving the ball up to around the 33. First and 10, Oak Ridge.
As we said all night, Powell just sending 7 guys on a blitz. They're sending 3 other linebackers. The linebackers are blitzing outside, and the Wildcats are just running it right off guard or right off center there as they're able to pick up first down yardage.
I tell you, the offensive line, just like last week, opening up some big holes for the Wildcats to run. Kesterson, Franquez, Galloway, Hewitt, and Hill. First down, 10 yards to go. The ball's at the 33. First down, 10. 2 receivers split to the left. 4-man front once again. Jonathan Stewart split to the right side. Low snap, quick pass, complete. Moving up the field. He's at the 30, at the 25. Close to another 10-back of Oak Ridge, first down around the 23-yard line. The Wildcats playing with a lot of confidence right now.
Absolutely, and they're able to complete that pass outside because the safety's having to cover Jalen Hayward on that play there because there's no linebackers outside covering them, and it's just an easy pass, easy completion for 9 yards there.
Ball is at the 23-yard line of the Panthers. Second down, then a yard to go. 9:44 to play in the third quarter. 14-7, Oak Ridge in the lead. Last week, Powell knocked off West in overtime, 21-20. Wildcats need a yard for a first down and keep the drive going. Wildcats, the clock's not moving, so it doesn't matter how much he takes here. Wildcats are going to move the ball forward for close to first down yardage. Looks like it. It's very close as they put the ball down at the 23-yard line. He needed a yard. It's going to be short by the looks of it. Let's see, the referee, the guy in the white hat, is going to come over and take a long look at it, and he is going to say, we're going to measure it. We're going to bring the chains on the field. 9:05 to play. Crucial series for the Wildcats. They got a good stop to start the half here. Need to put points on the board here.
Yeah, and that's not necessarily a bad thing if you don't necessarily get the first down here because you're literally inches away. Takes more time off the clock, keeps the ball out of Powell's hands, keeps your offense on the field, keeps their defense on the field, which hasn't looked very impressive tonight as we do have the measurement in the spot here from the referee.
And they're going to put it down. It is just shy by about an inch. Jeremy thought it was close, and it is close. Less than the length of a football. It'll be third down, less than a yard to go.
Yeah, David, I think maybe you're even in possibly 4-down territory here. Maybe even put Mitchell under center. I'm not sure how much Mitchell practices under center, but put Mitchell under center, try to run a sneak, or just hand it to one of your 2 powerful backs and get behind your line that's been doing it for you all night long.
Yeah, you don't want to run any trick play like a reverse or anything like that. You just got to power football. It's too bad Trey Rowe's not able to play. He kind of would be perfect for this situation, but I like Tyrell Romano and Kendall Jackson in that. Third down, less than a yard to go. From the shotgun will come the Wildcats. 9 minutes to play, third quarter, 14-7. Oak Ridge in the lead. Looking at a blitz once again. They're going to bring the house once again. Mitchell is going to hand it off to Romano. He's got a first down. He moves the ball close to the 20-yard line. That is a 10-back of Oak Ridge first down. Quiets the Powell crowd, and they are stunned on the home side here tonight.
Yeah, and that fooled me too because usually you want to run it right up the middle there and get a first down, but they went off tackle. They were able to pick up the blocks. I believe that was Ethan Hewitt over there picking up the block of the outside linebacker. Great job by there just to get Tyrell 3 or 4 yards, pick up the first down, keep the drive going near the 20-yard line.
Look, they've put a couple touchdown already up on the board over on the scoreboard over there. Thank you very much.
Can we go ahead and count that?
Hey, let's count it. It's 20-7 on the scoreboard, although
Powell Panther fans are a little upset about that right now.
First down, 10 yards to go. The ball is at the 21-yard line of the Panthers. 8:10 to play here in the third quarter. Once again, they're showing blitz. Once again, it's going to be a pass. Oh, boy. Man, that was close. The pass was intended for Isaiah Johnson. He threw it. That could have been a pick six. That could have been really ugly. It's just an incompletion.
Yeah, Mitchell threw it at his feet, not able to complete it as the cornerback there was in man coverage, press man coverage. He was right up on him, not able to get Isaiah wasn't able to get free. And in that situation, you may just want to hand it off to your running back and see what your running back can get for you. I think it was Tyrell that time.
Second down, 10 yards to go. The ball is at the 21-yard line of Powell. 8:02 to play third quarter. First drive for the Wildcats here in the second half. They scored on their last drive of the first half. Second down, 10. Jonathan Stewart, Jalen Hayward. Receivers split to the right. They've got a single man to the left. Wildcats will hand it off once again. Good running room once again. It's a 10-back of Oak Ridge. First down inside the 10-yard line. The Wildcats running all over Powell. The Wildcat offensive line and the Oak Ridge backs just pounding it forward. Some great running. It's first and goal, Oak Ridge.
Oak Ridge and Kendall Jackson there running like a madman as nobody's able to tackle him. For whatever reason, they're trying to tackle Kendall around the waist, and that's just not going to happen. You got to tackle Kendall low and get him on the ground, and they're just not doing it. Kendall's picking up big yardage here for the Wildcats. I think he's close to 170 yards for him.
7:35 and counting. The Wildcats have the ball at the Powell 6-yard line. The Wildcats have it first down, goal to go at the 6. In no hurry. Powell crowd has been silenced the whole night here.
Yeah, and they've been pretty unimpressive, what it seems like, with their offense, other than the big drops and missed plays by their offense and not very many plays by their defense, as Oak Ridge is playing a great game.
Here come the Wildcats up to the line. Mitchell Gibbons is the quarterback. Kendall Jackson, the lone running back. Wildcats with a tight formation at the 6. Handoff goes. Boom. Kendall had no place to go. He's going to lose a yard on the play.
Yeah, and I believe that Powell just brought their outside linebackers there. They thought that Oak Ridge was going to run it for trying to get Kendall in. They went off tackle and they stopped it. Might want to look at something like a slant or something on the outside there just to get the defense backed up off of the line of scrimmage a little bit.
Clock moving, 6:44 to play. Last week the Wildcats did a great job milking the clock here. Don't have the advantage of having a play clock here, so you got to kind of do it in your head and watch the official. Second down, goal to go. The ball is at the 7-yard line now. Mitchell with the backfield split once again. He's going to hand it off. Kendall Jackson. There's a touchdown, Oak Ridge. The Wildcats score. Kendall Jackson scores, and Oak Ridge leads at 20-7 with 6:22 to play here in the third quarter.
Great job there by Kendall Jackson, and great read by Mitchell Gibbons. A little triple option as the defensive went upfield. They were able to get blocks on the linebackers. Kendall just runs behind his lineman, untouched really for the touchdown. Great job there and great execution by the Wildcat offense.
Camden Malcody to attempt the extra point. 20-7 Oak Ridge. The hold. The kick is on its way. Camden Malcody splits the uprights. 21-7 Oak Ridge against the 8-0 as fisticuffs break out on the field there. And hopefully nobody really ejected. I did see a flag flying. We'll have to see. The Wildcats on top, 21-7. Gonna hold it right here. 21-7 is our score. We will take a break. We'll send it back to the station. We'll be back with the kickoff in 90 seconds. Here comes Brady Hudson's approach and the kickoff by the Wildcats. Here it is. He drills it, heading towards the Powell band. It'll be first down, 10 yards to go for the Panthers. This Powell team's got some scary athletes, James. They're never out of the game.
Never out of the game, and one of their scariest ones just had a couple drops tonight. I believe that would be the receiver, Darius Redmond. Obviously, some of the other guys, their running back, number 27 for them, Corian McIntosh, and number 4, J.J. Faust, has also made a little bit of an impact here as it seems like their quarterback has been able to come out of the locker room and be a little bit more effective here. His receivers just hadn't been able to help him out much in the second half.
Walker Trusley is 6'2", 180 pounds. He is a senior. First down, 10 yards to go for the Panthers. The ball is at the 20. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 21-7 Oak Ridge in the lead. Trusley looks over the 4-man front. Straight drop this time. Pressure, screen pass is going to be caught. And the Wildcats going to drop him right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard. Nice play call. No yardage.
Great play call, and even better job there by the defense recognizing screen. I was watching Preston Turner specifically on that play. He came up and took on a block, as well as several other linebackers, which that allowed Jacob Adams to make the initial hit and only stop him for a 2-yard gain.
21-7 Oak Ridge. Second down, 8 yards to go at the 22-yard line. They're going to run the ball to the corner. They get a good block down the way. Preston Turner makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They did that quite effectively in the early going. Surprised they've gotten away from that, but there they go right back to it, 1st and 10.
Yeah, and earlier in the game they did that. They did it with one running back in the backfield. On that play, they had 2 running backs in the backfield, and I believe number 27, McIntosh, was the one leading blocking for them.
21-7, Oak Ridge in the lead, 1st and 10. They're going to run it again, this time a little boom! Big stick. Jacob Adams meets him in the hole and drives him back.
You know, that's a great job there by Jacob Adams on that hit, but that wouldn't have happened if Matthew Calhoun wouldn't have come up and set the edge, which forced number 3 for them to cut back inside Hughes, and he got lit up by Jacob Adams on that play right at the line of scrimmage.
5 minutes, 11 seconds to play, third quarter, 21-7, Oak Ridge in the lead. 2 receivers split to the right. The ball is at the 37-yard line. Quarterback's going to drop the pass, pressured, fires pass, incomplete. That could have been, I think it might have been pass interference on Preston Turner. He might have had his left hand on the back. They're going to call a penalty. This has been a penalty-free ball game in terms of, we've had some procedural calls. I think Preston might have had his arm on his shoulder.
You know, and Preston was, what he was trying to do on that play is he was trying to cut underneath the pass and break it up. And I believe that was on Redmond there. So Preston's been on him most of the night, and I think you may have been right. Maybe he had his arm kind of on his left arm on his backside as he was trying to come reach in front of Redmond, the receiver.
That's going to give them a first down. 21-7 is our score. What can you say about the Oak Ridge crowd across there? They came in big numbers tonight.
They came in big numbers, and also the student section came out, and they've been loud. We've heard them over here all night long for the Wildcat team.
First down, 10 yards to go in Oak Ridge territory now at the 48-yard line after the penalty. Trusley to pass. Looks, moving the ball forward, and he's blasted again. Gain of 5 on the play, and once again, that's the hammer. Number 44, Jacob Adams, with the stop. He gets good yardage, but Jacob making his presence known to Mr. Trusley.
Not just the hammer, but Cole Adams came from the outside there as well. So the Adams family making a nice play there right near the line of scrimmage.
Second down, 5 yards to go for the. Were you trying to make a like TV movie reference right there with the Adams family?
Was that something?
Second down and 6 yards to go. Trusley hands it off to his back. Oh, he gets to the outside and then moves the ball forward for a first down across the 40 out to the 36-yard line. He's a strong runner, James Branson. The Wildcats have had him several times, and he just kept driving and picks up that first down.
Yeah, I believe that was for them. Number 7, Brown, that was on the play for them. He's normally one of their linebackers, but he just hid behind one of their tackles there and scampered out for the first down.
Ball is at the 36-yard line. They're going to pass. Pass is going to be caught down the sideline. They move the ball. Good tackle from behind by Brian Kelly, but not before he got to the 25-yard line. That is another first down. 4 minutes and counting. 21-7, Oak Ridge in the lead.
This is really what made Powell successful in the first half that we were surprised that they got away from.
Here comes Trusley once again. He's going to pass once again. Pass is going to be caught. The Wildcats make the stop after a short gain of about 3. Nice tackle out there by the Wildcats. I think that was Isaiah Johnson, I believe. Number 20. It'll be for the Panthers a gain of 2. Second down, 8 yards to go. 3:36 and counting here in the third quarter. 21-7 Oak Ridge on top. Ball is at the 24-yard line. Wildcats didn't jump that time. They tried to get him to jump. Trusley wanders off, looks over to the coaching staff here on the near sideline. Second down, 8 yards to go. Once again, Trusley, receivers left and right. He's going to hand it to his back, tries to get outside, and he's going to be dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Wildcats make the stop with Jacob Burvin along with Jacob Adams. Under 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. It'll be for Powell. Third down, 3 yards to go.
Key down here, and you got to watch for that hard count again as it's under 5 yards as the Wildcats defensive line is getting set for this next play.
3 receivers for Powell to the right, 1 lone man to the left. They need a long 3 for a first, showing blitz. Hand off to the back. Now the quarterback sacks. And they move the ball forward to the 16-yard line. He's right at the sticks there, James.
Yeah, and I thought he had him wrapped up. I thought the Wildcats had him wrapped up there. But Trusley able to get upfield right near the line of scrimmage. 4th and 1 for the Wildcats.
Powell's going to bring in some new guys into the game, bigger guys, as I hear the coaching staff say heavy. I'm not talking about you, James. 2:18 to play here in the third quarter. Fourth down and about a yard to go.
Yeah, and I believe the Wildcats on this play, they usually go without corners, so they bring all their big linemen in to try to get this stop as a goal line formation.
Wildcats have made several big stops on fourth down. Let's see what they can do here. I formation for Trustley and the Panthers. The pitch to the tailback. He has hit by Jacob Adams, and he moves the ball to the 15-yard line. It is close. A minute 50. They stopped the clock anyway. It's first and 10 Oak Ridge. The Wildcats have stopped them. Oak Ridge stops them. And once again, the Wildcat defense rises to the occasion and stops the Powell Panthers. And Oak Ridge will take over on downs.
That's a great stop there by the Wildcat defense. Jacob Adams wrapped him up low, which allowed all the other linebackers and linemen to just flow right to him and force that running back to go sideways and not let him go upfield. And since he didn't go upfield, the Wildcats stopped him and take over at the 16-yard line.
21-7, Oak Ridge in the lead. A minute 51 to play in the third quarter. Wildcats trying to send the Panthers to their first region loss and their first loss of the year. A lot of football to be played here. The Wildcat defense rises to the occasion. They're good defense again, Oak Ridge. Mitchell Gibbons and company start over once again, first and 10. This time the ball at the 16-yard line. Wildcats running with Kendall Jackson, moving behind the line, moving forward. And a quick whistle moves the ball up to the 20, gain of 4.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by Kendall as he just got behind his line and they were able to get upfield for a nice 2 or 3 yard gain.
It'll be for the Wildcats. Second down, more like 7 yards to go. 90 seconds to play, third quarter, 21-7. Oak Ridge on top. Rivalry Thursday ball game here at Powell High School. The Wildcats trying to beat Powell for the 6th consecutive time. It's a really good Powell team that has gone undefeated. They are ranked number 3 in the state of Tennessee. Wildcats taking a lot of time here. Minute 12 to play. Second down, 7 yards to go. We're in the third quarter, 21-7 the score. Mitchell Gibbons, the junior quarterback, will pass. Passed away, complete. Moves the ball for a 10-back of Oak Ridge. First down. Cuts across the field and out of bounds he goes. But not before he picks up a first down officially at the 29-yard line. First and 10. 10-back of Oak Ridge first down. 54 seconds to play. Wildcats continue to move the chains.
Great pass there to Preston Turner. Preston just kind of caught it a little bit low, able to get upfield for the first down, which gets the Wildcats out of deep territory and out near the 30-yard line as we close in on the end of the third quarter.
54 seconds to play. First down, 10 yards to go. Officially, the ball is at the Wildcat 29. Jonathan Stewart split out here to the right. The Wildcats have a receiver far to the left as well. Tyrell Romano, Kendall Jackson in the backfield. First down, 10 yards to go. Showing blitz once again. 54 seconds to play. This time, nothing. Oh, what a big stick right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down and 10.
That was a hard read there for Mitchell Gibbons as the outside linebacker went upfield. He was forced to give it off to Tyrell, and Tyrell not able to gain any yardage there, as I believe he may have lost 1 on that play. So second and 11 is what it'll be for the Wildcats.
21-7 our score. Let's see if they have to play one more play here in the third quarter. Like I said, they don't have a play clock here, so it's kind of hard to keep up. I love it when you have a play clock. You kind of know, the quarterbacks know, everybody knows. Only person knows right now is the official down there, and he's keeping it on his clock. On his wristwatch. He'll signal to Mitchell when it's time to start the play. We're down to 9 seconds. The Wildcats looks like they're going to have to run one more play, or will they? As they come up, it'll be the third quarter coming to a close. One more quarter of football to be played. James Branson, the Wildcats on top of the undefeated Powell Panthers, 21-7. We'll be back to Powell in 2 minutes. Second down, 11 yards to go. Tyrell Romano, Kendall Jackson, the running backs. The Wildcats have, looks like Preston Turner split out to the left side. Dodie Truss to the right side, along with one other receiver. Second down, 11 yards to go. Mitchell Gibbons, the Wildcats keep it on the ground. Another big hit right in the middle on Kendall Jackson. Wildcats not as much up the gut there as we start play here in the fourth quarter, leading 21-7. It's going to bring up third down at about 10.
You know, and the Powell defensive line there, who is massive. You know, number 55 is huge. Number 58 is huge. I think that's 15 for them over on the other side, their outside linebacker. They're really packing down the middle, not letting any running lanes through the past drive or so.
Officially a gain of 2 on the play. It's third down, 9 yards to go, 11:35 to play. The Wildcats trying to work as much time off the clock as they possibly can. One of the few times in a while, the Powell fans making a little noise here. Third down and 9 yards to go. Ball is at the Oak Ridge 30. The Wildcats need to get to the 39-yard line for it first. The Wildcats tight formation. Doty Truss comes in motion. Here comes a reverse to Tyrell. Tries to get outside. No place to go. He's going to be blasted. Anytime they've tried that misdirection, really it hasn't worked. It hadn't worked really all season, honestly. And the Wildcats will be forced to punt.
Yeah, and what happened there is they sent Doty Truss in motion back behind him, trying to confuse the Powell defense, and instead Tyrell gets the pitch coming across instead of Doty. And honestly, it was a nice job there by not to blocking them back by our right tackle, I believe that's Jake McKesterson, but obviously Tyrell not able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the Wildcats will be forced to punt here. 10:41 to play in the ballgame and counting. Fourth down, 15 yards to go. Good snap. Punt by Hudson's short. It's going to take a good Oak Ridge bounce, though. It's going to be fielded by the Panthers at the 50. And then the Wildcats make the stop at the Oak Ridge 43-yard line. Freddie Hudson hadn't really gotten some big boomers off tonight.
No, he hadn't been able to get the big boomers off tonight. He's also had a little bit of pressure in his face on that one. Nice job there by Brady, though, to pin the Powell Panthers over and the returner over toward the sideline. That way he can't get an open field. Oak Ridge is able to stop him for about a 5-yard return.
So that's up to the Oak Ridge defense once again to get another stop here. First down, 10 yards to go. The ball is at the Oak Ridge 47. 10:22 to play in the ballgame. 21-7. Oak Ridge on top. We appreciate you listening to us on FM 92.7. Next week we're at Fulton as the Wildcats take on the Falcons. Ball's at the 47-yard line, first and 10. Walker Trustley is the quarterback. Splits off a man to the far right as far as he could go. Little screen pass. They're going to double pass. Crank it up long. Here comes the coverage. Pass is going to be caught inside the 5-yard line. Wildcats Jack Ripple was running with his back to the play and got his hands up. It was good coverage, but he completed the pass inside the 5-yard line. First and goal, Powell.
Yeah, and it was a nice job by the Jack there as he was staying with him. And I don't really know if you throw the flag there for interference because Jack, face guarding is allowed in high school ball, and Jack just got his hands straight up. The guy just went underneath it. Jack continued to run. What those safeties are taught is when that guy looks, your hands go up. And it was really honestly nice coverage. I don't think that was a pass interference.
First down goal to go for the Panthers. The ball is at the 4-yard line. Walker Trustley, low snap, hands it to his running back. He scoots into the end zone untouched for the touchdown. So Trustley scores in exactly 10 minutes, so the Panthers are right back in it.
Yeah, and the Panther offense there was a lot faster, as we had seen from the first drive or so that they had. They wanted to go quick, and they continued to go quick on that drive and get up to the line of scrimmage as they were ready to go as soon as the referee blew the whistle on that play that they scored a touchdown on.
Here comes the pressure. The kick is on its way. It's up, and it is good. 21-14 our score. We've got a ball game here at Powell High School. We'll be back with a Powell kickoff in 60 seconds. Got the good hands team right up at the top here. A lot of time to play here, but you got the momentum on your side. Here's the kick. He is going to kick it. It's Jalen Hayward backing it up at the 1, 5, 10-yard line. Oh, he's going backwards. You don't want to do that. Got back to the 7-yard line, then he fumbles the football, but he is down. One thing you don't want to do is go backwards. You want to get your yardage and start from wherever you can. He went backwards. He didn't have anywhere to go except black shirts in front of him.
Yeah, and that was honestly a really good kick there by the Powell kicker because he's not really been kicking it that deep the whole time. Jalen was probably up about the 4 or 5 yard line, so he had to retreat to get that kickoff, and he was never able to really recover from it. And Oak Ridge will start inside their own 10.
21-14 is our score. 9:51 to play. The Wildcats weren't able to run the ball quite as effectively on the previous drive. Let's see what they can do here as the Wildcats bring their back to the end zone here. 21-14 the score. Oak Ridge still in the lead. Got to move the ball. Here comes Mitchell Gibbons. Backfield split beside him. Makes the snap. Hands it off. Moves the ball. Good yardage. Moves the ball across the 15. He was gone. If he breaks that tackle. He is going to go 90 yards.
Yeah, and that was a nice play by that linebacker from Powell, because all he did is he hit Kendall low, which you have to hit Kendall low, because if you try to hit him high, he's going to run through your tackles, and he would have got 90 on that play.
Really, really nice run there. It's going to be second and a yard to go. The Wildcats want to work time here. Ball is resting at the 17-yard line. Second down and a yard to go.
And Oak Ridge, they just want to eat clock here. They want to continue to burn clock, pick up first downs, because you have the lead now. You don't want to play scared, and I don't think that's playing scared, because Oak Ridge has run it all night.
Need a yard for a first down, and they're not going to get it. Looked like he actually slipped as he hit the 15-yard line. And it's going to lose a couple yards. So it's going to be third down, a big third down conversion, getting ready for the Wildcats here.
And Powell fans are finally back in this game, and momentum's a little bit, I guess you could say, on their side, but Oak Ridge has been cool and calm all night, even early in the game, so I wouldn't be surprised if we pick it up here.
Yeah, Brady Hudson hasn't really punted the ball real well, so that's going to be a factor. The Wildcats desperately need a first down here. 8:33 and counting. 21-14 is our score.
Yeah, and you got a little bit different personnel in here, as you have two receivers out wide and one out wide on the other side, so the Wildcats are trying to spread Powell out.
Third down, 3 yards to go. Mitchell Gibbons at quarterback. He's going to pitch it right side. They're going to lose yardage back to the 10. Option didn't work, and the Wildcats are going to be punting from their own end zone. Great defense by Powell. Wildcats back-to-back really negative plays here, and Brady Hudson's got a boom one here.
Yeah, and Powell was able to shut down the dive play on there. Mitchell had to pull it, and he pitched it way out wide. You want to see that pitch relationship a little bit more close, so it's not so much of a backward pitch as more of a straight down the line pitch.
Brady Hudson will be punting from his own end zone. They'll get great field position. He has not punted one really well all night, really long yardage. Let's see if he can get a good one off here. High snap, pressure, kick is away. Much better kick, high spiraling kick's going to take a good Oak Ridge bounce. It's going to go dead at the 49-yard line. So good punt that time, Brady Hudson, when they needed it.
Yeah, and it's a great job by Brady, and he's had a lot of practice at that, not recently, but earlier in the season against Hardin Valley comes to mind, and against, I believe, even Dobbins Bennett. So nice job there by Brady to get that out. And it really almost rolled over to the other side of the 50-yard line.
Last week, the Powell Panthers, as Jeremy Miller so well described, had a overtime game against West. The Wildcats want to avoid that. Got to get their defense rolling once again. They've looked stellar all night. They had a big play to set up their last touchdown. Let's see what Oak Ridge can do defensively here. First down, 10, 7:25 to play in regulation. 21-14 is our score. First and 10 for Powell at the 49-yard line of Oak Ridge. Backfield split, receivers left and right. And quarterback's going to go on the reverse play. The Wildcats should have been holding, and they're going to call it. And down the field he goes. Wildcats make the stop at the 25-yard line, but it is holding on number 61.
Yeah, and it was absolutely holding, as Jackson Adams would have made the tackle in the backfield. Jackson Adams played it perfect, as he was able to get through, and the right tackle for Powell just reached up and grabbed Jackson, and the back referee, the back judge, was able to see it right away and able to throw that flag. So very bad play there by Powell, as they will be backed up almost near the 40-yard line.
21-14 is our score. Oak Ridge in the lead. 7:13 to play. The Wildcats, let's see, Jackson Adams in the ballgame. Wildcats have, looks like Nyan Flack. Wildcats with the linebackers about the same. We'll check them all here in a second. It'll be first down, 20 yards to go, 21 yards to go, back at the 40-yard line. Walker Trusty, their quarterback, fires a pass, batted away, incomplete. Preston Turner defending for the Wildcats. It'll bring up second and 20, 7:07 to play in the ball game.
Yeah, and I think Powell was trying to go back to a similar play that they had right before half, as they were going to throw a slant route. Oak Ridge, the difference was Oak Ridge on that play was playing up, as opposed to right before half they were playing back. So the linebackers and even Preston Turner was able to make a nice defensive play.
21-14 Oak Ridge. Second down, 21 yards to go. The ball is at the Powell 40-yard line. Linebackers, Jacob Irvin, Jacob Adams. The Wildcats, second down and 21 yards to go for the Panthers. Quarterback rolling, fires a pass, catch is made. He won't get a whole lot of yardage. Whistle finally blows, a lot of time. Powell fans wanted a whistle, but a foul, but he never blew the whistle, so he can continue on with your tackle until they blow the whistle. Under 7 minutes to go in the ball game.
Yeah, and that's just a bad job by the officials, because the officials, obviously his progress was stopped. They wouldn't have made that hard tackle had the officials not blown the whistle there so late.
Ball's at the 49-yard line, 3rd down, 11 yards to go, 6.5 minutes to play in the ball game. 21-14, Oak Ridge in the lead. Once again, 3 receivers to the left, 4-man front. Walker Trusley to pass. Pressured, in trouble. He's throwing it deep down the field. There's the man. He drops it again. Number 3. He was open, but he dropped it. That's all that matters. Didn't catch it. It'll be 4th down. They'll punt.
Second deep ball of the night for number 9, Redmond, who has failed to catch that. The freshman, you got to step up in these big games like that. 3rd drop overall because he dropped a little comeback route right before halftime there, as the Wildcats defense is doing their best to keep up with these guys, and they're doing a pretty good job.
Cannot jump off sides again and make them a short yardage. But, Wildcats haven't been able to move the ball. You want to back up Oak Ridge as far back as they can. He's going to punt. Going spiraling out of bounds. The Wildcats are going to get good field position. No flags. One thing I like about this officiating crew, there has been very little flags. They have let 2 good teams play tonight.
Yeah, and even in close plays where it's been kind of questionable, not necessarily questionable, but it's kind of been right on the line of when a hit happens or when it doesn't, they've called it fair both sides. There's really not even bad calls either way, and you really appreciate that because these are 2 really good teams.
21-14 is our score. The Wildcats need a time-consuming drive. 6:11 to play. Wildcats in the last couple of weeks, last week in particular, were able to milk the clock a lot in that game, but primarily because they got some good running out of the running backs. The Wildcats, obviously, if they have to pass, they will, but would love to just keep the ball on the ground and let the clock tick.
Yeah, and the Panthers have been sending 7 people every play. They're 3 linemen and really most of their linebackers. 1st
down, 10 yards to go. The ball's at the 29-yard line. They're going to pass. It's down the way. Isaiah Johnson almost intercepted. If he makes that, but that's in double coverage right there on the sideline. It was batted up there and almost came down with it. If he makes the catch, that's great. But now it's 2nd down and 10. The clock only ticked down 7 seconds.
And I think, honestly, Mitchell underthrew that one on purpose because he saw the safety over the top there. Isaiah nearly undercut the corner on that route and did a nice job of breaking it up. But you want to be very careful with the football here.
It'll be 2nd down, 10 yards to go. The Powell fans coming to their feet once again, making a lot of noise. 6:04 to play in the ball game. 21-14, Oak Ridge on top. Powell digs in, showing blitz. Wildcats backfield split, 2nd and 10. Handoff to the running back who moves the ball forward to around the 35-yard line. Carrying the football is Kendall Jackson, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and long facing the Wildcats. 5 minutes, 50 seconds to play in the ballgame.
Good vision there by Kendall Jackson as that play was designed to go to the offense's right. Kendall put his foot in the ground and popped back out to the left side right off of his tackle. Able to get 5 yards and put Oak Ridge in a 3rd and medium. Easy pickup here if you run the right play.
The Wildcats milking as much time off the clock as they can. We're down to 5:28 and counting. 3rd down, a long 5 to go for a first. 2 receivers to the right. The Wildcats backfield split. Mitchell Gibbons has time, rolls, looks, fires, passes incomplete. Got to give a lot of credit to the Powell defense. They really play tight coverage. Really not a whole lot of space there, and the Wildcats are forced to punt.
Yeah, and the Powell linebackers, they did a little bit of a twist there. The 2 inside linebackers switched where they were blitzing, and that freed one of them up. Just happened to be the one that was putting pressure on Mitchell as he rolled out to his right there. You'd love to see the Oak Ridge come up with that catch there, but the key thing here is this backs up Powell further than they were prior to this drive.
Let's see if Brady Hudson can get another good punt off. 5:13 to play in the ballgame. 21-14. Oak Ridge in the lead. Good snap. His kick is high. He didn't hit it well at all. It's going to be way short. Going to take a roll, though. Just didn't hit the ball well at all at the 46-yard line. And Brady just hasn't hit the ball well in this game.
Yeah, and it was a really high. It must have been something with his drop here where he dropped it really high and made contact with it with his foot really high. Wildcats will be lucky as it rolled. I think Preston may have thought that it touched the Powell player there as he picked it up when it was headed in the other direction, but because Preston didn't hear a whistle, but Powell started at their 49-yard line.
So there's 5 minutes to go in the ball game. 21-14. The Panther offense on the field. The Wildcat offense hasn't done much the last 3 drives. The Wildcat defense has held, though. A couple drops have hurt the Panthers here. 1st and 10. Walker Trusley back to pass. Fires a pass across the way, incomplete. Man, he throws the ball hard. That was too hard right there. 2nd down 10.
Yeah, as I believe it was number 3 for them, which is Hughes, had his man beat. If he just lobs that up and lets his guy run under it a little bit, as Powell ran a little bit of play action there to draw those linebackers up, but I believe this Jack Replow will stay with his man.
2nd down, 10 yards to go. The ball is at the 49-yard line. 4:56 to play in the ball game here. A great one here, and a nerve-wracking one if you're both fans from both teams. 2nd down 10 at the Powell 49-yard line. They're moving left to right. 2nd down 10. Pumps once, goes deep. Wide open man. Pass is going to be caught inside the 15-yard line. Wildcats had pretty good coverage, but it broke down. They had the pretty good matchup right there. They had the freshman linebacker covering, and they're inside the 10, right at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, a little bit of a switch route there by Powell, as one of the receivers ran a post route, the other ran an outside route, wheel route, and they were just able to complete the pass right at the 10-yard line.
21-14, our score. The ball is at the 10-yard line. Quarterback hands it off to the back. He is met at the 5-yard line, stumbles forward to the 3. It'll be 2nd down for the Panthers. We're down to 4:20 to play in the ballgame. The Wildcats, their lead in jeopardy right here. The ball is at the 2-yard line. 2nd down, goal to go. Ball is at the 2. Hand off to the back. Boom! The quarterback runs it. He hits the goal line. Doesn't quite get across. And now he does. Yes, touchdown. Powell. Walker Trusley scores. So they finally hit on a big pass play on both drives, setting up the score, and the extra point looming big right now.
Yeah, as the Wildcat defense did a great job. One of the things that you do on those read options is you attack the mesh point, the point where the handoff is supposed to occur. The Wildcat offense did that. Matthew Calhoun tried his best he could to keep him out.
They'll go for one here, 21-20, Oak Ridge in the lead. They can tie it on the extra point. 4 minutes to play in the ballgame here. Big extra point for the Panthers. The Wildcats could use a block right here, a bad snap, bad hold, something. Pressure, kick, on its way, it's good. 21-21 our score. Wildcats have 4 minutes to get down the field. We'll take a break. We'll send it back to Brian Bennett. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Here's a kick by Powell. It's going to be shorter. Good angling. He picks it up at the 5. Should have let it go to the end zone. He's at the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 24-yard line, and that is where Oak Ridge will take over. 1st down, 10 yards to go. So I thought maybe he should just let it go into the end zone, but he does turn it out there, and it's a good return.
Jalen, with his speed, is able to find the right hole and get out to about the 24-yard line to get the Wildcats out of deep territory. He got 3:53. You'd love to see a long drive here, take time off the clock, and hopefully get down inside the 10-yard line, 20-yard line for a score, or maybe even a field goal.
21-21 is our score. 1st down, 10 yards to go. The Wildcats and the Powell Panthers on this rivalry Thursday. What a great ball game. Ball is at the 24-yard line. 1st down and 10 yards to go. Wildcats Isaiah Johnson splits out to the left side. The Wildcats one lone running back, Kendall Jackson. Quarterback is Mitchell Gibbons. Romano comes in motion. Handoff goes Kendall. Kendall moves forward for a gain of about 3. Up to the 27-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down, 7 yards to go.
Yeah, David, one thing I was noticing on that play is that the Wildcats have their receivers split out a little bit wider and to give more space for the running backs to be able to try to make those yardage and get the linebackers out of the box. 2nd
down, 7 yards to go for the Wildcats. 3 minutes, 26 seconds to play in the ballgame. The Wildcats with receivers left and right need 7 to pick up a 1st down. Need to get a score as we're tied at 21-21. Wildcats, Brian Wyatt. So in a new play, the Wildcats don't need a delay of game here. Wildcats have not played an overtime game since an Anderson County game several years ago, as the Wildcats have the new play, taking forever to get the playoff. Second down, 7 yards to go, and there's movement across the line. Oak Ridge has to call it. Here comes Oak Ridge to the line. Second down, 7 yards to go. 2:58 to play in the ball game. Wildcats, Kendall Jackson, the running back. Receivers, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Wildcats in a 21-21 game, 14 unanswered points for the Powell Panthers. Mitchell to pass. Crossed away, Tyrell Romano. A first down, a 10-bank of Oak Ridge first down across the 40-yard line. First and 10 Wildcats.
Do you happen to know what pass that was?
It was the slant.
There you go. It's the slant route.
That is my favorite play. James knows that. You can't defend it in high school ball. As the Wildcats have it at the 41-yard line, 2 minutes, 40 seconds to play in the ball game in a 21-21 ball game. Here come the Wildcats to the line. 2 receivers split to the left. The Wildcats, first down, 10 yards to go at their own 41-yard line. Mitchell Gibbons at quarterback. Low snap again. Fires a pass. Doty Trust makes the catch, and out of bounds he goes. At around the 47-yard line, it's a gain of 8 on the play.
Great job there. The outside linebacker for Powell has been blitzing all night. Doty just ran a short little 4 or 5 yard out route. Mitchell put it right on him and put you in 2nd and 3 with 2:22 left on the clock.
21-21 is our score. The Wildcats have as receivers Isaiah Johnson to the left, Jonathan Stewart, and Doty Trust to the right. The Wildcats have Tyrell Romano in a slot to the left. Kendall Jackson, second down, 3 yards to go. The ball at the Oak Ridge 48-yard line. 2 minutes, 22 seconds to play in the ball game here, in a regulation anyway, at Powell High School. Wildcats need about 3. Handoff goes, boom, nothing. Third down. 3 yards to go.
I was just thinking, it's interesting play calling that we've had here. 2 pass plays in a row. You know, usually you would think Oak Ridge would try to kill the clock, waste some time here. But previously they had tried to pick up yardage, what they had to do to keep the drive going.
Third down, a long 3 to go, under 2 minutes to play. We don't want to give the ball back to the Powell Panthers here. The Wildcats desperately need the first down. It's a long 3. Ball is at the 47-yard line. Let's see if Mitchell runs the ball himself. He's going to face a 5-man front and a blitz. Mitchell Gibbons, straight drop, maybe some holding. Now he's going to run. He's going to get a first down. There's a hold. Mitchell down the sideline, and he's going to take it to the house, but it won't matter. It's going to be a holding call way back here, the 50, and they did it. I saw it.
Yeah, and you saw it on the first part. I think it happened on the end of the play as number 15 for Powell is over here celebrating in front of the entire fans as he made the signal before the ref. But great job there by Mitchell to recognize which side the blitz was coming from and where it was open.
So that's going to really hurt. It was right at the original line of scrimmage, way back in the backfield. So it's going to be third and very, very long.
You know, it is going to be third and very long, and I'm not really sure how many timeouts Powell has. But what that did is it took about 20 seconds off the clock. It's going to be third and about 13 for the Wildcats. Obviously, you may want to keep it on the ground, but if Powell has timeouts, then it may not be a factor.
That's going to be third and 20 because it happened in the backfield. So the Wildcats have the ball at the 33-yard line, 1:27 to play in regulation. 21-21 the score. The Wildcats need to get to the 49-yard line of Powell for a first down. It is third down, 20 yards to go. Wildcats waiting for their play. The clock is stopped. The Wildcats led 21-7. Powell has come roaring back in the second half. Third down, officially 19 yards to go. Playing deep safety, now Powell will call a timeout. And the Wildcats come up, and it's third down, 19 yards to go. The Powell fans making a lot of noise here. Mitchell Gibbons with Kendall Jackson in the backfield. Isaiah Johnson, Tyrell Romano. The Wildcats have to get to the 49-yard line of Powell. See if Mitchell has enough time to throw. Third down, 19, 1:27 to play. He does have time. He's going to crank it down the way. Pass is incomplete. Incidental contact, no flags, but there is a flag up here. Not exactly sure what it is at the 25-yard line. Not exactly sure what happened.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened down here, but what happened down here, the reason that wasn't a flag, number 1 is incidental, but number 2, that was way overthrown. There was no way that, I believe it was Jonathan Stewart was going to be able to catch that.
They're going to say, what is the call? It is going to be holding against Oak Ridge. They will decline it. So it'll be 4th down. They're going to get good field position. Brady Hudson is going to have to punt the ball away.
You know what? I don't really honestly know why you decline that. I would back him up even more, knowing that Brady has had a couple struggles tonight. It's only one more play, and it puts you probably about 3rd and 30, and it puts you in better field position. I would have considered taking that holding penalty.
He'll be punting from back of the 20-yard line. 4th down, 19, a minute 19 to play in regulation. Hudson to punt. Couple guys standing back at the 40-yard line. Punt is away. It's high, much better. Very high kick. Fair catch is signal for. No, not signal for. He's going to continue to move the ball, and then he's blasted hard at the 40-yard line. He did not call for a fair catch. And it'll be Powell with a minute 6 to play.
Yeah, really nice job there. Doty Truss was the one that's really been getting down the field all night. Made the first initial contact. Number 3, who was Hughes, was able to squirm away from the Wildcat defense, and Jacob Adams was able to make the tackle there. I don't think he got up to the 44-yard line. I thought he got to the 40-yard line, David.
Well, they're going to put him down at the 43. A minute 6 to play here. The Wildcat secondary got to play well here. They got burned a couple times here as Trustley brings them up. A minute 6 to play. 1st down, 10 yards to go at the Powell 43-yard line. They're moving left to right. Trustley to pass. Pressured, running it, moving the ball up the field, cuts up the field, and pushed out of bounds at around the 45-yard line. 56 seconds to play. They missed one field goal in this game. 1st and 10 Powell.
Tresley was able to squirm away a couple from the linebackers there and able to get outside and get out of bounds right about the 44-yard line of the Wildcats.
56 seconds to play. Pick 6 would be nice right here. We've had a couple of those. Actually, 3 straight weeks we've had that. 1st and 10, Panthers. Back to pass. Pressured. Going deep. Once again, the freshman is covering, and it's incomplete. No flags. Brian Kelly had coverage down there, and they're picking on the right guy, the young guy, but pretty good coverage right there by Brian Kelly.
Really nice coverage, and just what we talked about before, he was taught to get his hands up. As soon as that receiver turns his head, get your hands up, get him in his face, as that was a sophomore, Collins, there that he was defending on a corner route.
2nd down, 10 yards to go, 49 seconds to play in the ball game. The ball is at the Oak Ridge 44-yard line. Trustley to pass. Pressured, looks, fires it, high, deep. It's intercepted by Jack Rep Logal and dropped. Couldn't hold on to it. Had it, came down to the turf, couldn't hold on to it. It's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why Tresley took that deep shot there, as you had number 5 for Powell coming across the middle of Kirkus, as he was at the opposite sideline. Nobody was within 10 yards of him. He still might be running if that's the case.
3rd down, 10 yards to go. The ball is at the Oak Ridge 44. 40 seconds to play in the ball game. It'll be Powell needing to get to around the 34 for a first. Big play. 3rd down, 10 yards to go. Walker Trustley, senior quarterback, back to pass. Rolling, looking, deep pass. There's the man. Pass is there. He can't catch it, but it's pass interference. Wildcats had too much pressure on him, and they're going to get the pass interference with 30 seconds to play.
Yeah, David, and that was a nice job by Preston to try to come over and try to break up that pass as he tried to undercut him a little bit. Honestly, you want to take the pass interference there as opposed to, a touchdown in the end zone. It's only a 15-yard penalty.
21-21 is our score here. The penalty yardage is to the 29-yard line. 1st down, 10, 31 seconds to play in regulation. Powell trying to win it in regulation. They have it 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line of Oak Ridge. Wildcats watching them deliver one out here. Wildcats make the stop after a gain of about 8, but they're all the way down to the 22-yard line. 24 seconds to play, and Powell calls a timeout. We're going to take it with them ourselves. We'll be back to Powell. 21-21 our score. Back in 60 seconds. We're back once again to Powell High School. 2nd down, 3, 24 seconds to play. Walker Trustley back to pass. Walker's pressuring, almost sacked him. Welch was right, fires it in the end zone. Touchdown, Powell. Not bad coverage at all by Isaiah Johnson. Great pass. pass that time. Best pass of the night, and Powell takes the lead with 16 seconds to play.
Yeah, it's honestly a really nice job by the Wildcat defensive line as well, because the Wildcat defensive line got pressure on him and forced Tresley to roll out. He was able to throw a bullet and complete it right in the end zone as Isaiah Johnson tried to make a diving catch to break it up.
And they'll go for the extra point here, 27-21, 21 unanswered points against the Wildcats, and only 16 seconds to play. The Wildcats have led the entire game until the final 16 seconds. Here's the extra point to be attempted by the Panthers. 27-21 our score. Snap, hold, kick is on its way, it's up, and it is no good. So, with 16 seconds to play, we'll be back with the Powell kickoff in 60 seconds. We're back to Powell High School. The Wildcats don't have much time here. James Branson, 16 seconds to play. Need a long return here.
Really need a long return and either for a touchdown or get you out close to midfield, somewhere where you can try to throw a Hail Mary right at the last second, or try to get maybe up close to where you can throw a little bit deeper.
And the Panthers will be kicking off. Let's see if they squib it or try to hit it to the end zone. He's done a pretty good job. What a great pass, though, by Tresley to score the winning touch, the go-ahead touchdown, I should say. It is an onside kick. The Wildcats are going to field it and cover it at the 33-yard line. Just kind of it wasn't really what you call a squib. It was almost just a little bouncer down the middle. But Wildcats, there's only 1 second off the clock there. They have 15 seconds to get down the field and score a touchdown.
Yeah, as Jaden Williams fell on it there, he got out to about the 33-yard line. What Oak Ridge needs to do is try to get some quick passes, maybe 1 or 2 quick passes over toward the sideline. Try to get closer to the 50-yard line to where you can throw it real deep into the end zone.
27-21, Powell on top. 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Wildcat offense on the field. Offensive lineman huddling. Mitchell Gibbons has the play. The Powell Panthers quiet most of the night on their feet. What a great game we've seen here. First down 10, Mitchell Gibbons, quarterback. Back to pass. Pressured, rolls, looks, fires, pass, intercepted. Down he goes. Pass was intended for Jonathan Stewart, and that'll do it here at Powell High School.
Yeah, as Mitchell was trying to get as much as he could on that first down play, the safety was playing really deep over the top, able to come up and make an interception right in front of, I believe that was Jonathan Stewart there, as on the Oak Ridge sideline as the turnover occurs, and it looks like Powell hopefully will take a knee here and end the game.
5 seconds to play in the ball game. 27-21 the score, but I know it's very disappointing for Oak Ridge fans. 20 unanswered points there at the end of the game there, James, after taking the lead 21-7.
Yeah, it's very disappointing in that aspect, but you got to admire the fight and how hard Oak Ridge came up and played in this game, because not many people expected Oak Ridge to lead the majority of the game up until about 16 seconds left.
And they'll take the knee, and the game will come to a close on this snap. Final score of the ball game. Congratulations to the Powell Panthers. They remain undefeated. They are 9-0 on the season. And they'll shake hands out there. The student section for Powell comes racing onto the field. They are the region champions with this victory here. Congratulations to them. They'll be the top seed.
Yeah, and they get the number 1 seed, and it's honestly well-deserved. They have a great team. Honestly, I think the only thing that kept Powell away from making the lead a little bit bigger is a lot of drop passes, a little bit better execution tonight. Powell probably wins by 20, 21 points.
Two teams shaking hands at the center of the field. 27-21 the score. Once again, back-to-back really, really fine ball games, though, to watch. If you're a fan, great game to watch.
Yeah, and it's a great game to watch as a fan, and you love to see how hard Oak Ridge came out both this week and last week, because not many people expected them to perform this well. It really shows you how much these players care and how much work ethic they put into this, and even though their record might not show it, they're still fighting for everything they can get going into the playoffs.
The Wildcats will take on the Fulton Falcons next week in the final game of the season. The Wildcats needing a victory there to really finish third and travel to the number 2 team out of the lower region. That'll be probably Ray County. Saudi Daisy looks like they're headed for the championship. 27-21 our score. We'll take a break here. We'll have statistics, a scoring summary, and Coach Gaddis. That's all coming up. We'll take a break here. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
We were really plagued by bad field position in the fourth quarter, and it just kept us offensively not able to do the things we wanted to do. And part of that was our own kicking game. You know, you got to credit them. They made plays when they had to, and we didn't. We put our defense in a bad position, and our defense didn't make plays when their offense did. You know, we had the touchdown by Mitchell call back that obviously is a game changer. You know, we're up 28-21, I guess, at that point, instead of them having a chance to go up 27-21. But still, we just didn't finish. We played really well for 3 quarters, and that bad field position was probably our biggest enemy.
Coach, I thought you guys, one of the things you guys did well, which I think you guys did a lot of things well, but one of the things specifically, especially in the second half, or really all game, you guys ran the ball really well, and you guys ran the ball between the tackles. Is that something you thought you'd have success coming into, or are you a little bit surprised by how well you were able to do that?
We weren't sure we could run it inside the tackles last week or this week, and we did both weeks. When we can do that, we're a much better football team. So, you know, that was critically important for us to have a chance to win the game. We needed to be able to do that, and we did.
It's tough to move on quickly from a game like this, but you told your team this is what we have to do. Next week, traveling to Fulton, you know, this is a team that struggled all year in Fulton, but obviously they've got a great coach. They've got some young talent. How do you get your team focused and prepared and kind of to turn the page quickly after such a tough loss?
Got a long weekend. They'll be ready. I think they'll come in Sunday ready to go to work, and we'll have a good practice week next week, and we'll be ready to go to Fulton and take care of business. This bunch has a lot of fight in it.
All right, thank you so much, Coach, and have a great weekend.
Thank you.